Hello, hello. Welcome to class. This is Undertale 101. We are here with your teacher, Ninten Larry X, over here.
Hello there.
We have a 120, I think, slide PowerPoint made by Larry and I believe Red Rock as well, to give credit where it's due. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Also, I just realized
And
all the
also-
notifications are going right over your face.
Oh, well.
Let me fix that. Tell us a little bit about the class here, though.
Oh, well. Hello, I am a teacher.
Hi, I'm a
do
teacher.
Video games classes. I have a degree on gaming,
Nice.
so I will be presenting you Undertale this night.
Perfect. We should have given you like control of the PowerPoint, but oh well. We can do it this way.
Oh, yeah, but for reasons that you can understand. Also, I am a Sith.
Yep.
Hello there.
Just kind of on the side. That's not really related to the teaching thing. It just kind of happened.
Yeah. But yeah, well, for obvious reasons, I won't be like sharing the screen on Discord because the quality will be horrible.
Yeah.
So that's better for you to control the PowerPoint.
That works. That works. We got it natively on my side. We'll click our way through. So as you guys here already know, but just for anybody who clicks in afterwards, we just recently played through Undertale completely. Well, we played through the majority of it, and then we watched the last third because I'm a weenie and I couldn't do it. But
Even the game mocked you.
it did. That was so funny. The game actually called me out on that.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn on this background music here. You guys let me know if the audio is chill. It should be. Larry found us a nice little lo-fi playlist. Should be going right now. Audio's chill, sweet. It's actually a song called Chill as well. Okay.
Yeah, it's so perfect.
Yeah. I've been listening to the soundtrack like literally all day. It's so good. Let's get into this.
Oh, I divided these like in 8 chapters, I think.
Okay, cool.
Each one covering one part of well, the different aspects of the lore.
Sounds good. Also, welcome
so the first
everybody.
one is like the premise. Yeah, for sure. Hello.
Didn't say that, but Red Rock, Talon, Vincent, Mud, Kirby, Eric, I was in here earlier. I think some other people too. But how you guys doing? Hope you're having a good night. But I'm ready to jump in. We got chapter 1. Actually, you know, I should probably do that like with the core voice when I say that.
The core.
Exactly. Chapter 1, The War. That doesn't work for Larry at all, but
Bad.
he'll just hear me sounding
you
like a doofus.
You will
but
be
everyone
reading
else
anyways.
gets it.
Yeah. But Bandit will be reading. I will like explain more stuff then, and we will discuss.
Sounds good. All right, we got humans and monsters. Humans have physical matter, while monsters are mostly made of magic. I think I did kind of catch that whenever we were playing, because it was kind of explaining that.
Yeah, this is like the basics, basically.
Yeah.
It's monsters, as you know, are not very physical in matter.
Yeah.
They're mostly magic, so that's why they can take that amount of determination.
Cool. So the soul, which is the heart, is the very essence of the living being. Even though both humans and monsters have souls, they are very different. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Very cool. Human soul and monster soul. For example, when humans die, their soul leaves their body and both remain intact, while monsters turn into dust and their soul gets completely erased. Why the human souls remain even after death is because the will to live that humans have, or determination. Okay.
The power of determination.
Exactly. And the monster souls, they are always like that gray color, right? That's what they always are.
It's always the same. It's an
Okay.
inverted heart with like whitish gray color.
Okay.
So it's
Very
easy to get what a monster soul is.
Nice. Something I'm just thinking about just right now, actually. So even though like in fan art, we give them all colors, no. Some of the monsters had colors in the game too. They didn't in the battle screen, but they did in like the overworld, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then never
Yeah,
mind.
that's because they are style. Because there is a mod actually that puts the battles with colors
Okay.
in the sprites.
moving on. Human souls, based on what the books we read in Snowden, we get to know that there is different types of human souls based on their virtues, though all of them possess determination. The red one is the strongest in determination. Okay. So you have determination, bravery, justice, kindness, patience, integrity, and perseverance. Interesting. So that's like all the other humans that were in the coffins, I assume.
Exactly.
That was kind of their strengths. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
But we were the determined ones.
Yeah, we're the most strongest one.
And we were the friskiest of them all. All right, monster soul. Monster souls don't persist after the monster dies. That's because they don't have the power of determination. There is, however, one type of monster whose soul can remain for a short period of time, and those are the boss monsters. Okay. Like Asgore and Toriel. Yeah.
The only ones that we know it's Asgore and Toriel, because when they die, they show their souls like for a few seconds, and they
oh,
split.
yeah. Okay.
Oh, they're the only two monsters.
I remember that now, because, yeah, whenever we watch the genocide one, when you take out Toriel, then the little heart shows for a second, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Only her and Asgore. No one else.
That's interesting. That's really interesting. The power of the human soul. Because of this determination, the power of the human soul is so great that it would take every monster just to equal the power of a single human one. Oh, wow. That's a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they won the war, basically.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah, on this too, that's supposed to represent that, because Azrael has like the 6 human ones and then just like 1 billion monster souls.
Yes, all the monsters.
Interesting.
He absorbed in the ending.
Talent says there's a prequel fan game featuring Justice. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it just came out like this year.
Oh,
it's
is that?
called Undertale Yellow.
Okay, yeah, because I actually saw the name of that when I was looking at some stuff, and I was like, oh, but yeah, it corresponds with this. That's cool.
And now it's being developing Undertale Green, I think.
Nice.
Just so, yeah.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, we got a doozy here. A monster and a human soul, but because they remained even after death, a monster could absorb a human soul and transform themselves into a creature with great power. What's up, Schmo?
Hello there, Schmo.
In the other way around, a human could absorb a boss monster's soul before it's gone. However, that has never happened before. Okay. Some sequel material, maybe?
Perhaps.
Neither humans or monsters can absorb a soul of their own kind. Okay. So they can only, like, consume the other. That's interesting.
Exactly.
Oh, and that's in the game, I guess, somewhere, because that's what this is from. Okay.
Yeah, those are the dialogues.
If a monster defeats a human, they can take its soul. A monster with a human soul, a horrible beast with unfathomable power. Yeah, okay. Cool. I mean, not cool, but, you know. Interesting, I guess I should say.
It is what it is.
Yeah. The war between monsters and humans, this was like the introduction. The humans, afraid that a monster could take one of their souls and get this power, they declared war. Because of the greater strength of humankind, monsters were completely destroyed and forced to live underground. Yeah, okay. I do remember that. I always thought the characters, the Asgore and then the human down there kind of look like Ganon and Link.
True. Yeah. Perhaps it's a reference.
Yeah.
I'm sure it is.
It totally could be, for sure. Shmo said, Talent said, nice lo-fi Undertale OST. It is very nice. And then Shmo says, for real chill music, love it. Also, big ups Larry for making the PowerPoint. No kidding. Yeah, really dedication.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, I was like spending so much time in this.
He's been working hard on it. It's very much appreciated. All right, so the barrier. We're looking fantastic. Oh, well, thank you, Red Rock, you know. When you got it, you got it. You know, it's easy. Using their powers, 7 humans created a barrier to keep the monsters in the depths forever. Anything could enter to the underground, but nothing could get out. Only a monster or human that absorbed another soul could. That's really interesting that they would... Did they do it that way on purpose, or is that just kind of how it works? Just because you're powerful?
No, it's how it works. I assume it's because in order to pass the power of the barrier, you need at least a power greater than like just a normal.
Yeah,
thing.
I guess that would make sense. Yeah, because you just get powered up. It's not like they intentionally designed it that way. It's just that you're stronger. Okay. And of course, only a power equivalent of 7 human souls could destroy it, since that's the power that was used to create it in the first place. Okay. This is actually kind of another Zelda parallel, because it's like the ceiling, and it's 7, so it's like the 7 sages and like sealing away the monster.
Ganondorf.
Yeah, even though the twist here is that the monsters are actually not bad. So,
yeah, I love that twist so much.
Yeah,
like the humans are.
That's so cool.
We are trash men.
Yeah, I know. Well, you're so used to like just I mentioned it in the playthrough too, but like for RPGs, like you just go into the game and the enemies are just like throwaways. You just murder them. Like that's all they are.
Yeah,
it's just XP
and
fodder.
Tom was like, why would we kill them? Like
Yeah.
all the time, they are living beings as well.
Yeah. And I still feel horrible about like punching Nabstablook a bunch of times because he wouldn't move, and then that was like, I'm pretty sure that was the moment when it wasn't pacifist. It was either that or it was the little like jelly guy. I can't remember which one was first, but
I think you started with the jelly guy.
Maybe
you
did.
saw it and you say that no, that's disgusting.
Yeah, I was like, nope. So bad. Also, let's see, where was that comment? I must have missed it. I think it was Vincent said, can the PowerPoint be shared after the class?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, we could do that.
Discord.
Yeah. Yeah, the mold small. That's what they're called. Yeah. All right, moving on. Hold on. Chapter 2. The Fallen Human. All right, we're back.
Yay.
It's still really funny that I know in the back of my mind that Larry's not hearing that and he's just hearing me normal, like really slow.
Yeah, I'm not hearing even the music. Let me put something to hear.
There you go.
In the background at least.
Yeah, thank goodness I didn't kill Nabstablook. He's still alive. I definitely punched him a couple times, but
yeah, he was like, I don't want to be rude, so I put myself a health bar.
Yeah, and then we just like chilled with him in his room after, so we're friends. Everything's fine. All right, the human is the chapter, so I didn't need to read that because I just did. But if you notice, every character only calls you human in the whole game. The only time someone calls you for the name that you chose is Azrael in the end of the pacifist run, believing you're his sibling, Kara. Kara, are you there? Oh, that is interesting, actually. Yeah, nobody does call you by name. I didn't really think about that.
Everyone calls you human.
Yeah.
Everyone. It's impressive. Until you beat the game on pacifist, and then everyone starts calling you Frisk.
And then they decide you're okay after all, and they just call you by your name.
Yeah.
Oh, true. Yeah, okay. So I guess maybe it is impossible to kill Nabstablook anyway. I mean, he is a ghost, so that makes sense. But,
yeah, he's a ghost.
Yeah, that's good. And this is Kara, right? That's how you're supposed to say it, like character?
Yeah, that's Kara. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so Kara is the canon name of the first human that fell through the hole of Mount Ebit into the underground, named after character. Yeah, okay, there we go. Even though it's a genderless character, I'm going to refer to Kara as a she because it's easier for me, or him, besides being a girl in my head canon, so please understand. Please just go with us on this one.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like this sprite, even more than the player one, it really does look like a girl. So
yeah, it looks far more like a girl.
Yeah.
Besides, as you know, in Spanish there is no neutral pronoun. It's only plural or she or he. So
yeah, it's a gendered language.
That's why it's easier for me.
Makes sense. All right, so Mount Ebit is located right above the underground. Legends say that anyone who climbs the mountain disappear, meaning many people have already done that. The reason is that in the mountain there's a cave with a hole that leads to the underground, and it's not crazy to assume that all the missing people are the fallen humans. The human in the intro. The artwork for the intro in this like yellow scale is so cool.
It's amazing.
It looks so good. In the intro of the game, we see how a human child goes to Mount Ebit and falls into the underground. The interesting thing is that the one in the cutscene is actually Kara and not Frisk, mostly confirmed in Azrael's final boss during the pacifist run, yeah. So if it was Kara, the one that climbed Mount Ebit in the year 2000-something teen, I guess, then that means Undertale takes place many years later from that. Oh, that's super interesting. Also, you can tell because the human has one stripe. Oh, crap. Yeah, they do have one stripe. Wow. So they were just telling us from the beginning.
Totally. Yeah. So, yeah, many people think that the game takes place on 20-something teen, but actually it doesn't because that's when Kara fell.
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy. Schmo says, is today the day, wife, that we make Bandit eat a pickle on stream? No. Definitely not.
Well, that day already happened. It's the pickle juice challenge.
Yeah, there was a little bit of that. Okay, here we go. You guys, you can jot this down and notate it. And remember, you can call me if it ever happens. Then we'll actually do this. The day that I hit 10,000 subscribers, I will eat an entire pickle on camera.
Okay, I think note of that. I will record that as a clip.
If we ever hit 10,000 subs, whole thing on camera, on stream, it's happening. Okay. Yeah, wife says everyone clip this.
Yeah, I will remind you that for sure.
I'm calling it now. Sure that's a big goal. If we hit that, like, I don't know. Schmo, no, it's not in the Earthbound streams. It's actually a Monster Hunter challenge video, and in a stream, we can link it, I guess, afterwards, the edited video. But yeah, I can put it on Discord, doesn't matter. Get the subs ready, Mike Kirby said. Tell all your friends, get your grandmas, everybody. No. Yeah, no, for sure. We need to do that. Real. We're at 1,150 right now, which is super cool. So thank you guys for the support. All right. Azrael, Azrael has a really cool character design, by the way. I really like it. Yeah, it's awesome. And it's so adorable. Yeah, it is. After falling, Kara was found by Azrael, the prince of the monsters. Azrael took her to his home, and the king and queen adopted her as their own child. Underground had hope. With their new human child, the king and queen introduced her to the underworld. Of course, after everything that happened to the monsters, they finally were regaining hope. Makes sense. Uh-huh. Heart-shaped locket. Oh yeah, that's the last thing. Oh yeah, you say it here too. They both even had a best friend heart-shaped locket that represented their friendship. You can wear Kara's locket, which is the best armor in the game and can be found in the last part of the game. Yeah, because it's in her room, right? Where you find that? Yep. That's what I thought. It is. Okay. Also, you can see Azrael's in the final boss of the game. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. It's right here, yeah. I forgot to end that part for some reason. Oh, that's funny. But yeah, basically, you can see that Azrael has the locket as well. Nice, nice. You got the main point across. It's all good. Yep. Buttercups on the True Lab area, which was so cool, by the way. I love that area. Yeah, that area is insanely good. We get to watch many tapes that were recorded at the time Kara was alive. Yeah, that reminded me a ton of Resident Evil. That was super cool. Even the tapes thing, because Resident Evil 7 has like tapes where you can watch back like previous events and get context, so it's kind of funny. Cool. One of them shows that both kids were making pie for Asgore, but they confused the recipe and ended up putting buttercups, which is a venomous flower, instead of cups of butter. just a small mistake, and ended up poisoning the king. And then so this was the full conversation. So what? Oh yeah, I remember when we tried to make butterscotch pie for Dad, the recipe asked for cups of butter, but we accidentally put in buttercups instead. Yeah, those flowers got him really sick. I felt so bad. We made Mom really upset. I should have laughed it off like you did. Anyway, where are you going with this? Huh? Turn off the camera? Okay. For some reason, Asgore being sick was funny for Kara. Yeah, so she laughed at it and then like said to turn off the camera. Oh, true. Venom is for biting. Sorry. Forgot that. Oh. That's funny. Poisonous. But that's what we meant. All good. Well, this it's important because not just because like the... Well, you will see why it's important. But remember about the buttercups. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Schmo, she must be busy. She was consistent, though, with the Undertale stream. Sure she'll catch it afterwards. Kara's idea. After this, Asgore became very sick. What's up? That Blackwell also helped on this. Oh, really? Nice. I forgot to say. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. She reviewed and did. That's awesome. All right. After this, Asgore became very sick as this conversation can't even talk, suggests Kara reminded Azrael of this. Why? Kara had the idea using those flowers to basically unalive herself. Watch out, YouTube. We're good. This will make her own soul leave her body so Azrael could take it and use its power to go through the barrier. Oh, dang. Naturally, Azrael didn't like this idea very much, but she manipulated him by saying, big kids don't cry. She threw a little Beyonce at him and he couldn't resist. showing how she wasn't a very good person. Yeah. I don't like this idea, Kara. What? No, I'm not. Big kids don't cry. Yeah, you're right. I never doubt you, Kara. Never will be strong, will free everyone. Okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So basically, she unalived herself.
Yep. No, we're not getting stricken, Talon. Don't worry. We're saying it the way that we can say it. It's all good. Human became very ill. After Azrael finally agrees with the plan, Kara eats the flowers and becomes very ill. Close to her death, she asks her last request to see one last time the flowers of her village. Okay, so Kara, can you hear me? We want you to wake up. And then that part's supposed to be Asgore. Okay, Kara, you have to stay determined. You can't give up. You're the future. Okay. That's crazy.
Yeah. So every time we saw the game over screen, it was the Asgore. Because it was like that part, not in the present.
Oh, that's okay. So he wasn't actually speaking to you in any way. It was just kind of a flashback of that. Yeah.
Yeah. I will talk more about that later, but
okay.
For now, just take that in on your mind.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So Kara's true plan. Of course, the flowers were an excuse for Azrael to take her soul and leave the underground. The real reason Kara wanted to do this was so Azrael could kill the other 6 humans and get their souls and destroy the barrier so the monsters could be free. But even knowing that, Azrael regretted killing her. Please wake up. I don't like this plan anymore. No, I said I'd never doubt you. 6, right? We just have to get 6 and we'll do it together. Dang, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm. All part of her plan.
Yeah. So she did just want to free the monsters, though? That was kind of the idea? Okay, interesting. Just going about it in a crazy way. Now, we can say kill, Talon. It's fine. We just don't want to follow it up with, the thing that you shouldn't do.
With ourselves,
basically. Yeah. When Kara died, Azrael absorbed her soul and got the power to cross the barrier. As Azrael says at the end of the pacifist route, they both were in control since Kara's soul was fused with Azrael's. Because of this, it's Kara the one that takes her own dead body with them. Okay. The control over our body was actually split, and they were the one that picked up their own empty body. That's crazy. Oh, okay. So I'm understanding. So when it says that Azrael picks up the human after, ooh, that's interesting. Okay.
Yep.
So we got part of the story whenever it tells us that, but not the actual context of it.
Yeah, that's the cool thing. They tell you Azrael's point of view mainly on the pacifist run, and genocide you get to know Kara's.
Yeah, because it just tells you originally that it's okay, the human got sick and died, and then Azrael picked them up, and then they crossed the barrier together to do whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, yeah, and neutral, they told you the monster's point of view, what they know.
Yeah.
So but not everything.
Because they just saw it as Azrael being nice and, taking her back up, but it was just, her picking herself up, basically, and going back through. That's crazy.
Yep.
Hey, the one in black, what's up? Welcome to class. You're late? No. It's okay. The human village. Once he did this, he went to the village with Kara's body to place it in the center where the golden flowers she wanted to see were. The humans screamed in fear when they noticed Azrael with the dead child, and they started attacking him with everything they had. Kara wanted Azrael to use his power to kill the humans and get the 6 remaining souls to get the power they needed. However, Azrael didn't fight back. Oh, he knew if he killed any of them, a new war against the humans would start. So smiling, he walked away with Kara still in his hands. And that, okay. So that was told to us from the monster's point of view too.
Yeah.
That he was attacked and
only
everything.
That he was attacked, That part everyone knew.
Yeah, we just didn't know that Kara was in
why
there.
He didn't, they didn't know that Kara was still conscious on Azrael. Or either why they did that, or why Azrael didn't kill the humans and go back.
That's really interesting.
That's something he tells us if we talk to him on the post-finale.
Yeah, and that tells you, and confirms that they were actually, both in control. It's not that one completely took over. Okay. And then, okay, so Kara's plan failed and Azrael was wounded. And when he arrived at the castle, he collapsed and died. So yeah, so rather than using all the power to kill everyone, he let himself be killed. Which that was kind of what I was hinting at. It still applies here, even like at this point, knowing that too. But it's like resisting kind of the temptation and everything. But it's kind of a parallel with like Christianity a little bit. And
yeah,
it's kind of cool.
Yeah, you mentioned that like it was a point of view I never like thought about before.
Yeah,
and that's why it's so cool, Undertale, because like if you play it blind, you will get to know like new people's point of view of the story and stuff. It's so cool. Yeah,
because obviously Asgore is not like, you know, directly a comparison to like God himself, because he has a wife and like everything's very different. But just the idea of like, you know, the son of the king coming from like a separate place and going to the humans and then being killed by them and like allowing that to happen, and instead of using the power to destroy them and everything. That's kind of a parallel there. So I just thought that was cool.
Yeah, it's cool for sure.
And then his dust spread across the garden, and both the king and the queen lost both their children because of the humans, which is why, Asgore was so angry about it.
Stupid humans.
Yeah. Look, Bowtie says, I look back a bit and noticed you assigned determination to the red soul. The game never assigns that trait to the soul.
Yeah, not like officially. Most of people assign it by themselves, but there is no official virtue for the determination soul. So
yeah, and
everyone's just think it's
because they literally
the
say
only
it on everything.
Human that's saved and loaded and stuff like that.
Yeah, the red soul's trait is ball game. All right, furious, Asgore declared war to humankind. Any human that fell in the underground had to die. And with 7 souls, the king would destroy the barrier, destroy the humans, and free the monsters. That's so funny because, like, the way that it all worked out was not what Kara wanted, but then Asgore got mad and then basically decided to do exactly what she was trying to do anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so that works out. Shmel says, are you a religious guy? Banded, fair if you don't want to discuss it. I mean, I wouldn't go into, like, crazy long detail. I want to stay focused here. But yeah, I would consider myself a Christian. Yeah, for sure. That's why I noticed the parallel, because I was just like, oh, this actually kind of has some similarities. It's really cool. Let's see. Okay, Toriel leaves. Disgusted by this, Toriel left the castle and hid herself in the depths of the underground where no one can find her ever again. So that's why she was by herself in that house. As we know, she left for the ruins far away from New Home, the capital of the underground. So the like black and white area that's exactly the same as the initial area, those are 2 separate places, right? Okay, so they just have an identical house over there.
And the other one is she like recreated their house. Basically.
That's what I thought, but I wasn't for sure. Okay, which is why it's called New Home, so that makes sense. But
yep.
The fallen humans. Oh my gosh, this art.
Yeah, it's so cool.
That's funny. Is that official?
No.
No? Okay.
But it explains what I want to explain in this.
Okay. Oh, okay. Gotcha. During the LP, you find pieces of equipment and weapons along the way to the castle. It's pretty much accepted by everyone at this point that these once belonged to the 6 humans that fell before Frisk. The last item, the worn dagger, changes to real knife. And the genocide route. Okay, yeah. So
you asked me the other day if Asgore actually killed the humans, and yes, he did.
Yeah.
And the gear you find out during your game is theirs. It's what they remained after he killed them.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. But that makes a lot of sense in like why Toriel, because initially I was a little thrown off by Toriel being like so against him and everything. But I kind of forgot that Asgore like actually did kill so many humans, and and that even ties into the beginning of the game, because she just really doesn't want you to leave because she knows that that's what's going to happen if you go.
True.
So yeah, and then you have just like all different classes of humans coming down. You have just the regular kid with a stick and a band-aid on him. You got the The kid with the ribbon and the toy knife. You got the fighter, the dancer, the nerd, the cook, the cowboy, and then the assassin. That is funny. Shmuel says, wonder if the monsters started in the ruins and eventually ventured to where the capital now is. I would imagine so. I would think.
Perhaps.
Because I mean, if they were kicked down like capital, directly there. But...
No. I think in the capital is where the barrier is, so that's where I assume they first appeared.
So it's probably started there, and then they kind of like explored outward, I guess.
Unless like they explore immediately, went to the ruins, and then they go back to the barrier. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
That's like just. Can you give me a second? I had to take out my cat.
No, you're good. Cats are funny. Talon said, which class do you want to pick? Talon picks a nerd. I would probably pick... I would say either the boxer guy or the assassin, just because it looks cool. That's why. Not because I want to actually kill everyone, but it just looks cool. So.
Well, that's Kara.
Yeah. Yeah. Are the two red characters related? That's a good idea. I don't know. Might just be a coincidence that the colors are that way, but... Kid, girl, fighter, dancer, nerd, cook, cowpoke, and assassin. Exactly. All your standard RPG classes. Okay, so for the human souls, yeah, we had them all in the jars like that. As we know, Asgore had their souls, meaning he killed them all. Their stuff was left where they died, and their bodies were in the basement coffins. Oh, yeah, that's actually a good point, because the items that you find are just in like random corners of the world, so they must have been found and killed like right there.
Yep.
That's crazy. This also is why the Photoshop Flowey boss fight, when you are in the soul section, their attacks are the respective weapon, and they have when living and also the players. That's interesting. Okay. So once Asgore had the 6 human souls, it's finally time for... Wait. Chapter 3, the game. Okay. You know, I feel so dumb. You know what I just did? Apparently I've played this game enough that the muscle memory is kicking in. I just went to use the D-pad or the arrow keys to advance the slideshow, and my other hand went directly to ZXC. I was like, let's freaking go. Wait, this is PowerPoint. Never mind. I was so ready.
You had too much determination.
Yeah, the determination was maxed out. Okay, it's just PowerPoint. Stay focused. Name the fallen human. Yeah. Name it Link. At the start, before beginning your LP, the name or the game asks you to name the fallen human. Naturally, you think you're naming the player for sure. However, you're naming the first human that died long ago. That's
Korok.
Wild. Yeah.
Yep.
Didn't you say there's like a difficulty mode if you name yourself Kara actually too? Because then you know the name.
Yeah, it's all in the. It has on a slide.
Okay, cool. Well, wait then. I don't want to blow it too early. Save and reset. Thanks to his own determination, Frisk has the power to not just let his soul remain after death, but also to save his progress on a save file. That's funny. So did the other humans not have that ability, I guess?
It seems not.
So maybe it's the power of save. That's what he has.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, the fact that Asgore has the souls means he killed them. Yeah. So they didn't have as much determination as Frisk.
Yeah, so they couldn't reload.
So that's why people think that only the red soul its determination, because it like only Kara and Frisk were like more important in the story, but also Frisk has the power of reset and stuff.
Yeah, makes sense. And also, since we have the power of save, we have the power to save. So it makes sense if you think about it. So saving your progress, loading and resetting is all part of the game story. Every save you do, every time you die, and every decision you make is not erased. The game remembers, which is so cool. That's one of the best mechanics of the game.
Because they are dead, but that's why I said.
Oh, yeah. But Because we die too. Like if you're just playing the game, like you can die at any point if you're not being careful enough. But we have a save, so we reload. And the others didn't even die like at the end game. They just died in like random places along the way. So it kind of makes it look like they died once and then that was it.
Yeah, that makes sense, but I don't know. I only or I'm like guessing based on the information we have in the game.
Yeah, just the context that you have.
Yeah, if that's a theory, like they were players that gave up in the past, will make sense on the lore of the game. But yeah, I will just simplifying these things.
I could see him intending it that way, just to be kind of meta about it, because the whole other part of the game is that way too. So never know. Okay, here we go. So when you reset the game, normal reset and replay it, many dialogues will change, highlighting the fact that stuff seems familiar, that they have already met you or said that to you, making the run kind of faster and cool to see that continuity. For example, what Toriel says in the dialogue on the right. He, I had a feeling when humans fall down here. Strangely, I often feel like I already know them. Truthfully, when I first saw you, I felt like I was seeing an old friend for the first time. Strange, is it not? Well, thank you for your selection. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. And there is a link, I think, with
oh yeah, cool.
Some of those changes.
So we'll pause the music. Let me see how this works. It should just pop up for us. This should work. Looks like it. After everything I have done to hurt you, you would rather stay down here and suffer than live happily on the surface. Human, I promise you, for as long as you remain here, my wife and I will take care of you as best we can. Well, I don't think she's letting you back in the house, buddy, but I'll be with her. Eating butterscotch pie, we could be like a family. No. Oh wait, not a family. That's just a fantasy, isn't it? When I look at you, I'm reminded of the human that fell here long ago. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. This is if you replay the neutral ending.
Oh, that's pretty cool. One day a savior will come from the heavens. I believe the one that was prophesied was you. Somewhere in the outside world, there must be a way to free us from our prison. It pains me to give you this responsibility, but please take my soul and seek the truth. And this is neutral, you said?
Yeah, if you replay neutral, I mean, if it's your first playthrough, he stops when he say we could be a family and Flowey kills him.
Yeah, oh, true, yeah. That's crazy.
If not, this
and
happens.
There's the lingering soul. And bam. So even then, like, Flowey made sure it went away faster.
Yeah.
Did you really think killing me would make a difference? No. Every time you load your save, I'll come back. Every time you try to get a happy ending? Nope. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's for you to make the pacifist run.
And then you're just back there. Wow.
And that just skips immediately because since you already beat him in the neutral ending the first time, he knows that you will beat him again. So he just doesn't fight you.
That's nuts. See if this goes. There we go. Okay, pretty easy. Are you winning, son? Oh, yeah. Winning.
Are you studying, son?
Yeah. More examples. Okay. You look bored, darling. I want this to be a stellar performance, so if you won't give it your all, then I'll skip ahead for the audience's sake. So you can just skip that. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Oh, I do remember that handshake thing. I think I kind of caught that, but then I don't know if I actually mentioned it. I just moved on. But yeah, it's like you turned around before I even said weird. Whatever. That's so funny. Hey, Schmo with the $10 super chat. First ever super chat, I believe, as well, is what that means. Thank you so much. Thank you for the support. I'm trying to like it. There we go.
Oh, yeah, you can.
Oh, I can also heart it, apparently. That's for me. I'll do both, whichever. But thank you, Schmo. Huge W's for you. We're back with the background music. You act like you know what's going to happen, like you've already experienced it all before. This is an odd thing to say, but if you have some sort of special power, isn't it your responsibility to do the right thing? It's also interesting that when he says special power, it's the same color as the save points.
True.
Oops, I skipped ahead in the music.
That's an interesting detail you notice, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
It is. See, this is why I wanted to make this streaming, to discuss with you, the chat, and so we can, everyone...
Makes it cool to be able to just kind of talk back and forth,
We're point of view.
Yippee, the $10 was for the jamming cat at the start of the streams. Yeah, the cat gets hungry from all the head banging and everything, so... We also have the notification from Streamlabs. That's just delayed from the other thing. He didn't do it again. But thank you so much for the 10.
Freaking Adam latest.
I know. I'm going to change that to StreamerBot. I think I can actually make a different animation, and it can even be like a little full screen deal, but we'll play with that eventually and see if that'll work. We can take Adam's responsibilities away from the notifications and give those over to StreamerBot.
Yeah, it's a better AI.
Exactly. All right, load and try again, and not just reset. Also, by just loading your file to undo something you did, or because you died, things also change. And Flowey's very aware of that as well. I actually never even considered doing that while I was playing, but that's actually true because you could.
Yep.
Because the game doesn't have autosave. So like if you save before the Toriel fight and then you kill her and you're just like, oh crap, you can just like close the game.
Yeah, like most of people. And the first time that played killed Toriel, thinking that they could weaken her and then spare.
Yeah, because it's a one-shot, right?
Yeah, when she has left like 1/4 of the bar, you just
that's wild. I'm honestly so proud of myself for figuring that out on the first try.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That's like one of my favorite parts of the whole playthrough. The whole game is great and everything, but just of like my playthrough specifically, that was probably the coolest part for me, that I actually like realized what was happening and was able to make it happen. Adam was eating cheese in bed and then took a second to notice. Yeah, exactly.
Freaking Adam.
Tell Asgore that he's killed you too many times to count. And then he nods pitifully.
Yeah, you saw that one. Like, you told him that you killed him.
Yeah, we were struggling on that for a bit. Yeah. You thought about telling Toriel that you saw her die, but that's creepy. Can you show mercy without fighting or running away? Oh, that's cool. So it kind of nods you in the right direction again. It's just like, can you figure it out? Like,
but that's if you reset after killing her.
Oh, that's crazy though with Flowey. I know what you did. You murdered her, and then you went back because you regretted it.
That's the best dialogue in the game.
That's so cool. Oh my gosh, I would have felt so called out
when I saw that.
Yeah. It's so funny because it makes him feel like he's outside the game. He's just like sentient, especially with crashing the game too.
And I think it's about that point when you know that the game is very pretty aware of itself. Yeah,
for sure. Botai said some of the best mind-blowy dialogue in the game, for sure.
Yeah, it's insane.
I dodged it, thankfully, but that is insane. That's crazy. The fact that it even like transforms into her face is so creepy.
True.
It's just like, it happens in a lot of other media too, like movies, and it happens in I think it happens in Twilight Princess too, where they or it's Midna that kind of shows like the faces of like your friends and whatever, but that's like a pretty common trick just to like do that, but it's pretty
transforming. Cool. Yeah.
I love that was a choice. The anime is real or not.
Anime is real.
That was so funny.
That's the best.
Since you have the power to reset or load, that means in-universe the character can experiment and try different routes, take different decisions, and interact differently with the characters under the idea of what would happen if. It's a game after all, and one as a player wants to see everything that the game has to offer. However, the game remembers everything that you do. Only a true reset can delete everything, something you can get by finishing a pacifist route. Oh, okay. So you can do a true reset, but you have to finish a pacifist run.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
I will touch that topic later, but yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. Anime is real, by the way, guys. It's very good. Currently watching Demon Slayer. I actually finished the 3rd season like all in a day the other day because it was so good. But the next one comes out like next month. I'm really excited for that.
Oh, that's what I hate about series. Like one gets like so hooked by it and
I know.
needs to watch it like in just one run.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the topic I wanted to say about Hey.
Oh yeah.
But
Okay,
I will touch it later.
So the game has many moments where you can decide stuff that can change dialogue or the way events unfold, but overall where the run is determined is during the battles. You can fight and try to kill the monsters that attack you or weaken them enough for you to spare them. You can act, which lets you do different things and make the monsters happy again, so you can spare them. Too much reading, you know. However, the question is, does act stand for action or acting? Oh, true. Because it would be an interesting twist if what you do is not genuine. Yeah, that would be interesting. I don't know.
Yeah, that's actually really like I once questioned myself about that. It's acting or is action?
Yeah.
Like it's Risk truly saying that things to the monster, or he just acting to be good so they can leave him alone.
Yeah. No, that is true. And it is meant to be act. It's not like it's cut off because you also have fight and mercy, which are longer. And even item is longer. So it's not like he's character limited.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That's crazy, Vincent. I watched a stream where that guy said that he had problems with his fridge, and the next stream Sans called to ask him if his fridge was working. That's so funny.
Oh, true. That's one of the like Easter eggs.
It's like the is your refrigerator running kind of
Yeah, there's
joke.
a probability of receiving a call of Sans saying that.
I feel like that would make you want to just like turn off the game and then turn off your whole computer and then just go outside.
Oh god,
that's so good. Oh my gosh, I literally just did it again. I went for ZXC. Just I'm not playing the game. I'm seeing everything though. It's making me do it.
You can use the space bar at least.
Yeah, exactly. I guess I can just click too. Maybe that'll do it for me. It's EXP and LV, I'll just say for now. Even though I know what it is. As we know, in normal games, EXP means experience points. However, in Undertale, the monsters are people, not enemies. So when you kill them, you don't gain experience. You gain EXP for execution points, which is so funny. When you get enough execution points, it's not your level that increases, it's your love, but it stands for level of violence, because obviously. A way to measure how much damage you do to others and how dangerous you are. It's so funny. In game, love makes you more powerful, since the more you hurt, the easier it gets. But the more you distance yourself, since you become more and more evil by increasing level of violence. Yeah, that's such an interesting twist. It's like the stronger you get, the more like uncaring you are. And the game even reflects it. Like that was the most interesting detail to me whenever we were doing the genocide reaction, just because like they were trying to do the jokes like you normally do, but then they can just tell that like you don't care. And they just quit. And it was like so sad to watch.
You're like dead inside. Like you don't care about anything.
Mm-hmm. And it's crazy because they're all the monsters, but it's like they can tell that you're like a monster. And so then they're just like, okay, I don't want to interact with this person.
Yeah. And even Sans like highlights that at some point. Like he says like, my brother really wanted to see a human. So if you can at least keep pretending to be one.
Exactly. Yeah. That was such a good line there, because it's like you're not even human, you're just a murderous like monster basically. But he's like, if you could at least pretend to be a human for a second. Yeah, that line hits pretty hard actually.
This game has really good lines.
As you know, there are 3 types of routes in Undertale, depending on the choices you made during your run. One is more flexible, while the other 2 only can be achieved by following a linear path. These are the neutral run, the ending you get by either not killing or killing monsters until you get to Asgore and fight Photoshop Flowey. Pacifist is the ending you get by not killing anyone, helping your friends, go to the True Lab and fight Asriel. The genocide run, ending you get by killing everyone until nobody appears on each area before fighting the boss, and then reach level 19 and fight Sans. Yeah, okay. I thought that was an awesome detail too, that you don't hit max level until you kill Sans. That was super cool. Because it's like at that point, like you're just complete, like you're fully violent, basically.
You're a monster.
Yeah.
You're not Batman.
That's cool. Yeah, no Batman in that one.
You're Batman.
That was such a funny ending too. Just Batmaning it, and I ended up being right. Always go Batman. Chapter 4 characters. We are on slide 42, by the way, if you can see that right there.
So much slides.
Also, I forgot. Chapter 4 characters.
So I covered every basic.
Wait, did I turn that off? Yes, I did. Okay. I'm just trying to make sure I wasn't going to be reverby the whole rest of the time.
I think I interrupted you, so you can say it again.
Oh, you're good. No, I think it probably went through, but we'll do it again anyways, just because it's fun.
But yeah, I covered like every basic of the game so far, like the things that you can know but just playing the game.
Yeah, okay.
So now it's time to see the more detailed lore and stuff.
Dig into it.
Yeah.
With characters. Frisk. I probably should have kept it for that, but that's fine. Please be reverb the whole time. I don't know.
Yeah, one thing I wanna I didn't put every main character of the cast because lack of time, sadly.
Just take forever.
So I can like tell some of them here in words, but yeah, the most important ones are in there. So
cool. All right, so Frisk is the name of the character we play as in Undertale. They're a human child with no gender, and we don't know how old they are either, but judging by the design, probably the same age as Kara for sure. Why did they climb Mount Ebit knowing the legends? Only they know, meaning you as the player get to choose the reason. Interesting. We don't have much information regarding Frisk, just that they're the main character and their soul has so much determination that can control, escape death, and return in time to the last time they saved. Okay.
Mr. Conrad.
No, you're good.
Mr. Kona.
The idea is pretty much for the player to make themselves to be Frisk. Yeah. It's like a self-insert kind of thing.
Yeah, that's the idea of a role-playing game, basically. So.
Yep, exactly.
And I think it was stated by Toby Fox at some point as well.
Okay.
Like the idea is for you to be Frisk, not
nice.
He's like a character itself.
Yeah, which that makes sense why they wouldn't say the name until the end as well. It's a lore reason, but also just so that it's like, it's you.
Yeah. It's also kind of like Link in The Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, that's true.
Because that's why it's called Link. It's a link between you and the game.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point. Yeah. I never actually named him anything except for Link, though. Back when you could actually name him, it felt wrong. I couldn't do it. All right, we got Flowey. After the first room of the underground where Kara's grave is, you encounter the first NPC, a talking golden flower named Flowey. He seems to be nice to you and says that he will teach you about how things work in the underground. However, he is not very nice. The lack of the soul to feel has turned him into an insane genocidal maniac that lives under the only rule of kill or be killed. And hitting you with white friendliness pellets. In Snowden, we get to know that when a monster dies or falls, as the monsters say, they turn into dust, and as a funeral, their dust is spread into their favorite things, so their essence lives in that object forever. Asriel's body turned into dust all over the castle's garden, and with that, the seeds of the golden flowers he might have brought with him by accident from the outside. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, because the flowers were actually from Kara's village, right?
Yeah, and they started appearing in the throne room, so that means he brings some seeds with him.
He had that pollen all over him.
Yeah, exactly.
Because of this, when Alphys chose the first flower that appeared before the others as test subject to inject determination, Asriel was able to come back to life even without a soul because his very essence was on the flower. Okay. As he tells us in the genocide run, Flowey woke up alone in the garden and scared asked for help, but nobody came. Eventually, Asgore found him crying in the garden. Flowey explained everything to him, and Asgore comforted him. While for the king, it was an emotional moment. For the flower, there wasn't any feeling. Oh yeah, because he talks about that because he was like trying to feel something, but he couldn't. Yeah.
Yep.
Flowey tried to feel anything around his dad, yeah, but eventually he gave up and ran away to the ruins where he found Toriel. Believing she would make him feel love again, he stayed, however she failed as well. Since Azrael didn't have a soul, he couldn't feel love. That would just be a miserable existence, my goodness.
Yeah, for real. The first flower.
Yeah. Just can't feel anything no matter what. Since he couldn't feel anything for anyone, Azrael decided that a life without love wasn't worth living, and he was about to end it all. How he tried to end it was a mystery. However, we know that when he was dying, he started to feel something burning inside, something that wasn't going to let him end this. Azrael came back to life thanks to the determination that Alphys injected into the flower, and he now possessed the power of determination from the human souls. Okay.
So that's the reason why, like, when you die, you, like, respawn. That's what happened to Flowey.
Mm-hmm.
And since, like, thanks to determination that Alphys injected in him, he was, like, able to came back to life because his essence, so it's his soul that was now dust living on the flower, was mixed with that determination. So he came back to life, and since he had a physical body that was the flower, he was able to keep that determination.
Oh wow! And that's why we were able to redeem him at the end too, because he had like Azrael was in there again and was able to actually feel things.
Yeah, like he's still Azrael, but since he can't feel anything, he's like, just what's the point of even being good?
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah. But then when he could, then you're actually able to convince him. That's really cool.
Exactly.
Okay, with the power of determination. Power not wanting to end this. When he died, he came back to life on the point where everything started to his save point. Or yeah, okay, this was the next slide. Never mind. Okay, that determination came from the 6 human souls Asgore had. So Flowey now had that power too. With the power of determination, with the power of not wanting to end this, when he died, he came back to life on the point where everything started to his save point. He used the power of load, just like the player does when they die. As long as he stayed determined, he would never die and come back. And staying determined, that actually kind of makes sense with what we were talking about earlier with the other players like quitting.
Yeah.
Because like determination would mean that you would keep hitting like continue instead of, you know, giving up on it.
It's basically the will to live that we humans have, like.
Yeah.
So strong that basically they can like load back to their save point. So assuming that indeed the other humans, like, it totally makes sense, and they just gave up and didn't, because like every time you turn off the game keeps progressing.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
I think Bowtie's coming to the same conclusion. Yeah.
Yeah. If you turn on the game and load your file, that's when the game goes back to that load file.
That's true.
File. But if you turn off the game, like right now that you beat the passive ending, Frisk right now in the game is living his happy life on the side with the monster.
Yeah.
But if you go back and turn on the game, you will go back to the point where you beat Azrael.
Bowtie just made a really good point actually too. In the Photoshop Flowey fight, Flowey uses the souls to have multiple save files, so that means that all the human souls did have the power to save and load. They just gave up.
True.
That's a really good point.
That makes total sense.
Yeah, so they could all do it, but they were killed in battle, and then they could have hit continue, but they didn't have the determination to try again, so they just stayed dead.
Yeah, makes sense.
That's crazy.
Makes total sense. Yeah, that's why I wanted to do this live with the chat, because exactly for this.
That's
or they
crazy.
could like correct me if I was wrong or anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, he has multiple save files because of the souls that make totally sense.
Yeah. Yeah, literally all the other humans are just rage quitters. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's great. Okay.
I mean, there is another point that made me believe what I said before, that why it's only Frisk the one that can save.
Yeah.
But I will explain it later. But yeah, I think that it doesn't like take away what you say.
Yeah.
Of the other save files, because it makes sense as well.
Yeah, and that would totally explain why Flowey was able to do that.
Yeah, but I have like other reason why I thought that.
Yeah. Yeah, determination is the golden trait, exactly. No matter how strong or brave or whatever. Which it's interesting though, because like just in terms of the language that's used, so determination is very similar to perseverance. So
True.
it's like I would think that that particular character would keep going too, because it's kind of, I mean, I would think it would just be considered a synonym because it basically means the same thing, I think.
I think determination is more meant to achieving a goal no matter what.
Yeah.
Rather than perseverance will be, I feel more like something that you like keep going to do for some good reason or something. Like it's a virtue, so I don't think it will be something.
I'm actually looking up the exact definitions right now just because I'm curious. Let me see what it says.
Yeah,
okay.
Again, it's perfectly fair that if you don't think it's the Red Soul trait, it's like not official confirmation, so I cannot tell. I just like put what it's mostly believed by the fandom.
Yeah, it's ball game.
Like accepted. Yeah, it's ball game.
Determination is a firmness of purpose or like resoluteness is what it says. Perseverance is continued effort to do or achieve something despite difficulties or opposition. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty much the same.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Good to know.
Yeah. Determination is a pun and perseverance is not. Okay, so what if at first Flowey did good for others, but once he tried every possibility, he saw how predictable everything was and started to ask himself, what if I kill them? The thing, just stopping right there for a second, the thing that made me think of actually was Skyrim. Which is so random, but I definitely played Skyrim like that because like you do all the things kind of like you're supposed to, and then you just kind of get, you know, that thought where it's like, I wonder what would happen. And so like, and it's exactly what you do in Skyrim. Like you walk up to a character, it's like a whole meme with the game. Like if a character, if the character in Skyrim sees you quick save, then they're just like, oh no, what's about to happen? And then you just murder them and then unload it. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that with Dark Souls as well.
Yeah,
like
it's so funny that it's so similar here. Oh my gosh. In the Souls games, I'm so scared of that.
Yeah. No, I mean, I imagine Toby Fox got some inspiration for that since, like, this is so meta, basically.
Yeah, definitely.
So.
And this game was like 2015. When did this game come out? I can't remember.
2014, I think.
14.
No, 15. Yeah, 15.
Okay. When did Skyrim come out? I can't remember. It was older than that. Yeah, 2011. So, yeah.
Oh, I was almost right. I thought 2010.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you're really close. Okay, so he didn't want to do it. He just needed to know what would happen. So he started to experiment with killing others to see what would happen because he knew that he could reload anyways. Yeah. And in the end, Flowey tried everything he could possibly do and experimented every possibility he could get and started to get bored. That's true. Skyrim has basically come out in like every year since 2011. That's valid. It's because they have no other good games. That's the problem.
Oh my goodness.
Shots fired there. That's a separate video.
Oh yeah, that's the thing I want to point it out as well.
Yeah.
Like that you mentioned Skyrim, you can like save file and then kill the PC and just load.
Yeah, exactly.
But in Undertale, if you do that, Flowey will know.
Yeah, in Skyrim, it doesn't matter. You can do that a billion times and they'll never know. But then in this game, you do that and then it's like, I saw that kind of thing. That's such a cool idea to have somebody like outside of the save system.
Yeah.
If Skyrim is so good, why isn't there a Skyrim 2? The reason that there is not a Skyrim 2 is because Skyrim was so good, to be honest. They don't know how to replicate it.
It's the same reason why Finding Mines doesn't have a second game as well.
Yeah.
Like the Windows Mine Finder or something.
Yeah.
I don't remember the name in English.
Yeah, no, to be honest, that's what I think. I really think they're honestly afraid of making a Skyrim 2 because if it fails, then I think they fail as a company.
True. Yeah.
Like that's a lot that's riding on that.
Imagine Minecraft too.
Yeah, what would that even
that
be?
Yeah, for sure.
I would want them to make
insane.
it simple again. Minecraft is just too much at this point. It's like overwhelming,
True, yeah, it's too busy.
at least for me. But back to the story here. One of the things he could never get was the 6 human souls. No matter what he tried, Asgore never showed them to him, and this is actually a very important piece of information. Since we know Azrael came back to life thanks to Alphys, Asgore had already gotten the 6 souls before he came back to life, and most of the monsters didn't know what a human looked like anymore, meaning that Flowey was born not very long before the game takes place. That also supports the idea that it's been a long time since the last human came down, because yeah, the monsters are like not very familiar.
Yep.
He had the power of reset and load to try over and over whatever his goals were, so not much time happened in a linear way, since most of the time it was looping. True, yeah. Oh, that art is so creepy.
So... yeah.
Oh, that you did that. Okay. Nice. Yeah. That's cool.
Made this drawing a few years ago.
That's awesome.
In paint.
That's awesome.
In paint.
Do we need like Undertale merch maybe now? I don't know, like a limited Undertale merch.
Oh, cool.
Get some t-shirts. I was actually just telling wife before the stream that I really wanted like a shirt or a hoodie that just had Naps the Blook with the headphones, and that was it. I'm sure that's
idea. Name ideas, chat.
Yeah, exactly. Man, taking a jab at Larry. I'm not taking a jab. It looks good. It's just when the last human arrives, that's when Flowey's not able to reset anymore. The determination of Frisk was greater than his, therefore Frisk gained the power to control time. Oh, yeah, true. Oh, that's crazy. I love that idea.
Yep.
The fact that like you are stronger in that department, so like you even entering the same space just like disables that power. That's
like
crazy.
He was in control until you put start in the game.
Yeah.
That's where you gained the control.
That's really cool. Well, yeah, wife said I told him we were running out of closet space. There's always space for hoodies. Bowtie says, I really wanted to believe Undertale Yellow has no lore inconsistencies, but this has me questioning it. I mean, it's a fan game after all, so I mean, it's alright.
Yeah, if it wasn't if it was made by Toby Fox, it will be different.
Yeah. Yeah, you can never have enough hoodies.
They took some like freedom.
Yeah, for sure.
On making the story and stuff.
Yeah. It is hard to get rid of old t-shirts, Vincent. I had to do that just the other day. It was a little sad. There's one I'm going to replace, though. It was on sale, and I actually missed the sale, but I'm going to buy it again when it comes back on sale. It's really cool. It's a Fire Emblem Three Houses shirt. But anyways, back to it again. We're getting distracted. Why them? Why not the other humans before them? Well, first of all, as I said, the other 6 humans died before Azrael returned to life in the form of Flowey. And second, the fact that Frisk has the determination soul also has something to do with it. These last 2 slides will be important when we talk about Kara later. Okay, cool. Going here.
Yeah, remember the fact that Flowey came back to life not long ago before the game takes place? Okay. That's really important.
Okay. Hey, Blue Phoenix, what's up? Banded, what is on your hoodie? It's not Undertale, but it's the closest thing I had because it has flowers on it. It's actually a Peanuts thing. This is Woodstock from like the Charlie Brown stuff. The back of this is actually kind of cool. Let me try to show you. I have to turn around the right way though so I don't break something. Or actually, let me just take my headphones off. I'm trying to show it. I can't tell. It's hard to show. This is... I don't know if you can see it at all. This is very hard to do because I can't see the camera while I'm turned around.
Oh,
maybe
wow.
You can see it.
Yeah, it looks cool.
What's that?
Oh, it looks cool.
Yeah, it's just like a bunch of flowers in the doghouse with Snoopy is what it is, and it says Rise and Shine. But
I have like a Tears of the Kingdom t-shirt, if you can see.
Nice.
It also has like some drawing in the back, but I'm too lazy.
Yeah,
I'm
that's cool.
Sans.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Blue Phoenix, Snoopy's house covered in flowers. Yep. It was filled with venomous flowers. I know, it's like a bunch of yellow flowers. That's why I wore it.
They're buttercups.
Yep. Thanks to Frisk, Flowey was finally able to take the souls from Asgore and become all-powerful, though he couldn't be a god yet since he was still missing one soul of the 7. He was able to control the save files once again and also the game itself, since he can now crash at will. Oh yeah, because he got that got that power back because he had a bunch of human souls, which made that power kind of go back up above. Interesting. Venom Flowers is a good band name. That's actually not bad. Or just Buttercups. His design of the new form, called by the fans the Omega Flowey, was literally made on Photoshop. That's why it's Photoshop Flowey. That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Is this like actually parts of him that he just like badly cut out? Because that's what it looks like.
Like, there is some parts that are like referenced in the game, I believe. But some that we cannot tell. Like, the plants are obviously his.
Yeah.
For example, the pipes surrounding the TV and that weird face are shaped as a flower, as petals.
No, true. Yeah.
But in the back, there is like pipes and freaking...
Yeah, a bunch of crazy...
interiors.
Yeah, it's like organic life mixed with mechanical stuff at the same time.
So, yeah, it's such a weird mix that I cannot tell.
Are these Toby's eyeballs?
Perhaps. Who knows?
I feel like they are. I don't know.
Knowing Toby, it's highly probable they are.
Yeah. The mouth is so creepy too. It's so weird. Yeah. Reminds you a bit of Gigas's room. Yeah, true. During the adventure on the True Lab, we learned about a DT extraction machine. Fans assume DT stands for determination. That would make sense. And it says it doesn't work. It's very probable that it's the machine Alphys used to extract the determination from the human soul she later used on her experiments. Anyway, does the design of the DT extraction machine look familiar? Yeah, it is very similar to that for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's one of the like things I was talking about. Like, it has some references.
Yeah.
Also, the TV, it's the one that you can watch the tapes on.
Oh, yeah, it is.
It's like the same, I think.
So they're in the same area, too. So, yeah, that would make sense if that's where it all came from, just kind of put together. The one in black says they could also be Ronald McDonald's eyes. It's possible. I mean, we don't really know. Yeah. Bowtie says the Legends in Localization book actually confirms that DT is determination. Nice.
Oh, really? Cool.
That's awesome. Photoshop Flowey defeated. In the end, the souls turned against Flowey because he was using them for evil intentions and to harm a fellow human soul. After he loses his powers, you have the choice to either kill him or spare him. If you spare Flowey, he'll run away, and then when the credits and ending are done, he'll appear and tell you what must be done for the true ending of the game. If you kill him on your next run, he won't appear at all until the end of the neutral run, where he just tells you that he won't fight again, knowing the result, leading once again to him telling you, oh wow. So it just delays you finding out about how to get the true ending.
Yep.
That's super interesting. I did wonder what would happen.
Yeah, no, if you kill him, he will like just appear in the ending if you do it again.
And then he just says, I knew you had it in you. He's basically the Joker to the Batman. Like, yeah. That's actually a really good comparison with the Joker.
True, yeah. After
like,
all,
hit me. Do it.
Yeah. and that's the thing. In the second run, you cannot kill him because you won't fight him.
Yeah, so true, yeah.
That way, the game makes sure that you get to know how to get the true ending.
Yeah. Also, yeah, Schmo, I've been thinking this as well. The story of Undertale definitely sounds like an anime type of story. It would be really cool in anime form. Someone's done animation for all the boss fights on YouTube. That's cool.
Yeah, there are really good animations. I can send the links to you later.
Yeah, I'll have to look at some of those later.
There are insane good animations.
I liked the thing that I found where it said, like, the fight in the game with Sans, and you were like going through the blue bones like without moving, and then it said what it actually looks like, and it just shows Sans like repeatedly shoving a blue bone through your body and then back and forth because it's not doing anything. Because you're standing still. It's so funny. Asriel.
True.
We know that Asriel
you're
is
missing
the son. Oh, did I miss?
Boy.
Oh, true. Yeah, I did miss that. Hold on. Or not Sans. Yeah, Papyrus. I think I said Sans. My bad. That's what I meant. Papyrus. Also, I do know how to say Papyrus. I was just saying it wrong because it was funny, and then it made you guys get mad. So.
Papyrus.
Or Poopy Russ, as I called him a few times.
Papyrus.
Asriel. Major reverb. Okay. Poopy Russ.
Papyrus.
We know that Asriel is the son of Asgore and Toriel, sibling of Kara, as I have been saying, and Prince of the Monsters. Since I already told how Asriel passed with, or about Asriel's past with Kara, and how he turned into Flowey, I'll go ahead and just explain how he returned as Asriel in the final boss. Banded, get mad, exactly. We know that with 6 human souls, Flowey could just transform into the super being called Photoshop Flowey. However, if he had all the 7, he could become God. The reason why Flowey became a god, and not just that, but he also was Asriel once again, is because he absorbed all the monsters in the underground. Okay. So that made up for the missing human soul, essentially.
Yep.
Remember the old texts on the waterfall? It would take all the monsters in the underground to equal 1 human. Okay. Yeah, I didn't put that together when that actually happened, but yeah, that makes a ton of sense.
Yep. That's the missing 7th one.
Yeah. Just returned. He not just returned to his old self, but was able to feel love again. Okay. That's pretty cool. Schmo says, I'd love to go to Japan. I should start trying to learn Japanese. I really want to go to Japan as well.
Same. Everyone would like to go to Japan.
Unfortunately, the only thing I know how to say in Japanese is a bad word. So I'm going to have to work on that.
I know some words, but yeah.
The power of the god of hyperdeath was too much for Frisk, but his determination was so great he managed to reach into what little remained of Asriel and saved him. With every monster soul on his interior sharing the same feeling burning inside him. A burning of freedom. Pause. Asriel destroyed the barrier once and for all and returned everyone to their original state. Oh, that's true. Yeah, I mean, konnichiwa. Yeah, that's pretty well known.
Sayonara.
Yeah. Without all those souls, Asriel was empty once again and would soon become a flower and capable of feeling love once again. Can't keep maintaining this form. Yeah. Also, I'm pretty sure the music that's playing right now is slow lo-fi Megalovania, and it's really cool.
Oh, true, the music.
Yeah.
It's over for me.
We're almost in the end of this this one here, and then it should go to the other one. But hey, Kenny, what's up? Good to see you.
Chilovania.
Chilovania.
Hello, Kenny.
Yeah, wife has technically been to Japan briefly, which is not fair. She was in the airport in Tokyo. She didn't do anything else.
Oh, no.
She has set foot, not on Japanese soil, but on Japanese flooring, at least.
That's very, like, I don't know, having something at reach, but you cannot reach it.
Yeah,
I don't know if you can.
That would just be torture for me if I had to go through Tokyo airport and not leave. I'd just be like, whatever else I'm doing,
Japan,
forget
but
that.
You can get
I'm
out
staying
of the plane.
here. Yeah.
It's so terrible.
That would be terrible. Oh, looks like we're changing to the next set of songs here. There we go. All right. So when the game is over, credits roll, you see the end screen. If you turn on the game once again, Flowey will appear. This time, however, he won't be evil, since after the experience with Frisk, he would have gotten back to his true self no matter that he doesn't feel. Okay. He'll tell you how this is a happy ending for everyone, yet you, the player, still have the power to reset everything and erase this happy ending for these characters. Now this time, it will have to be a true reset, meaning no one, not even Flowey, will be able to remember anything that happened. And the game will be 100% cleared of anything you did. Unless you did a genocide run, then it will never be totally reset. That's so cool. And I haven't. Yep. I just watched it, so my save file is clean.
Yep, and it will be.
And I will never do it.
And if you never play the game, it's a better ending because you're never resetting risk happy ending
it's
ever
like,
again.
I'm tempted to play it again just for fun, but I also just never want to touch it again because it's like we left it in such a good place. Let's just chill. It's so funny. Just have to get it on a different console, I guess, like on the Switch.
True. That may work.
Sans. Also known as Charlie.
Critical.
Or yeah, Moist Critical Penguin ZO, I think, or Z0, something like that.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you have noticed, but I thought that was only fair to make this presentation on Comic Sans.
I did actually notice that. That's really good. It fits perfectly. It's also just a nice font in general. So
yeah, perhaps you can read this slide with Sans voice. I think it's fair.
Oh yeah, I could try. Let's see if I can summon it back again. It's been a second. I just have to try to be Charlie first, and then it like comes in. It's like okay, let's see. Hey guys, like that kind of thing. It's just like, anyways, see ya, like that kind of thing. Okay, we pretty much got it. Skeleton that lives with his brother Papyrus and Snowden. While on the surface, he's someone lazy who doesn't care about anything and just makes skeleton puns. Sans actually has some insane lore. LOL. Period. Since the first time he appears, Sans already shows that he has teleportation powers, the shortcuts, as he says. From a lot of dialogue, we get to know that Sans also has knowledge of the timelines, the power of determination, reset, save, and load. While he's not aware of all the realities or if the player made a reset, he can tell if the player died or has acted on one way or another since he reads faces very well. That is actually a really cool detail. That makes sense with the shortcut thing too. I never actually thought about that, but yeah.
Yep.
Because he does show up like all over the place randomly.
Yeah. Like when you go to one place to the other and he's like there immediately.
Yeah. Okay. Sans' judgment will always be the same for both genocide and pacifist routes. There's over 20 different neutral endings depending on the character you killed. If Asgore, Toriel, Papyrus, Undyne, the call from Sans will be different, and so is his judgment. So I have a confession to make. I've actually already watched these.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I did.
Well.
I actually, it popped up for me, and I was like, I feel like this is pretty safe to watch. So I watched them. They are really cool. If you guys haven't seen them, you should definitely check them out. I'll just keep moving for the sake of everything. But they're definitely...
save us some time.
Yeah, but they're definitely worth watching. I would definitely check it out if you haven't. Really cool.
But yeah, if you kill just Papyrus, the line, "Your dirty brother killer" is so insane.
Yeah, and I think he like the one that I saw, he like asked you a question about stuff and like about kind of your choices and everything, and you basically, I don't remember the exact wording, but it's basically you say like, "Oh yeah, I did pretty good" or whatever, and then he's like, "Then why did you kill my brother?" And then like goes right into just like the dark eyes and everything. It's just like, whoa.
Yeah. But did you watch just the judgments or the calls as well?
I watched both. Yeah, I had them because I clicked one and then the other one came up too, and I was like, oh, that's different. And so I checked that too. But yeah, really cool though. They're very interesting.
Cool.
Yeah, that stuff is funny too. Like clearly the face of someone who died exactly 6 times, no more, no less.
Yeah.
That stuff is great. All right, I gotta get the voice back. Okay. Sans is the easiest monster in the game. After all, he only has 1 HP and deals 1 damage to the player. However, he's also a cheater. He does have 1 HP, but he'll dodge every attack you do, making it impossible to kill him until he's too tired to keep fighting, falls asleep, and you play by your own rules. Sans also does 1 damage, but 1 damage per frame. His attacks also have karma damage, a type of poison that slowly drains your HP away, that adds up every time you get hit. And that's a perfect name for that too, because the only way that you fight him is just by doing terrible things anyway. So then like the karma comes back to get you.
Exactly. Yeah, I think that's pretty much confirmed that the karma damage, it's only does damage to the ones with high love for them.
Oh, that
So-
would make sense, yeah. And the higher that level or love is, the more
more
HP
damage
you would
you get
have
with the
to.
farmer, yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. Fun fact, Sans actually has a theme song called Song That Might Play When You Fight Sans that's intended for neutral and pacifist, however you never get to fight him. Oh, that's funny. Megalovania is Kara's battle theme because you're not fighting Sans, he's fighting you. That is true. Yeah, you basically just
And-
become the boss.
That's the link if you want to hear the song,
Oh, the other one, nice. Yeah, let's check that.
because
Is
it's
there-
really good.
Is there any way to trigger that in game, or like not at all?
No, I think it's only a mode that some people did, but
That's interesting.
like it was never like it's the song that was intended for Sans, but since you never fight him in a neutral or
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's like a lot happier sounding overall.
and more Sans like,
Yeah,
because again Megalovania is Kara's theme.
yeah. That's cool, actually. Yeah, your own boss theme plays when you're fighting
Yeah.
instead of Sans's. Yeah, this one fits Sans like perfectly. That's really
And
cool.
Also has Papyrus motif on that.
Yeah, yeah. It's got more of that like kind of goofiness to it.
Yeah, it's so good.
That's awesome. I'll have to listen to more of that later. I like that though a lot. Let's get back here. Oh my gosh, what in the world? It's Earthbound.
Yeah.
Talking about Megalovania. Oh wait, hold on. Background music. There we go. The origin of the song is not even Undertale. Toby Fox composed this track back in 2008 for an Earthbound ROM hack. Really? Wow. That he called Earthbound Halloween hack. The song plays during the second phase of Dr. and Donuts, the final boss of the game. That's funny.
Yeah.
The song of a ROM hack is in Smash Bros. Oh, that's great.
Oh, I forgot to put the link. If you want to hear it, I don't know. Well, I can send it to you later.
The Smash Bros version? Is that what it was?
No, I mean the original.
Oh, the original. Okay. Yeah, we can check it later. That's really cool, though. That's also really funny, just that Nintendo put that in the game. Just a funny little
It's so good.
extra detail there. We're at slide 70. We're getting there.
Yes.
Secret code word. If you load your save... Oh, wait. I should still be doing the Sans voice, shouldn't I? If you load your...
If you want.
Are we past it? I'll do it on this one. We'll try this. This is a big one. We'll finish out this way. If you load your file after Sans judgment during a pacifist run and go to the judgment again, Sans will give you a secret code word only he knows. After getting the secret code word, I'm a stupid doo-doo butt. That's great.
Yeah, that's the code.
That's the actual code. That's amazing. If you load your file once again and go through the judgment, Frisk will tell the code to Sans, who's going to give you a secret code word. I'm the legendary fart master. That's why everyone has been saying fart master in the chat. That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. Repeat this process once again and he will tell you the secret code word is a lie. However, there's actually a secret triple secret code word that is actually what you said. And then give you a key to his room. Oh, that's so funny. Oh yeah, because his room is locked in the house, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Sans is such a joke, man.
That's so funny. Oh, that's great. Okay, so this is the room. When you enter Sans' room, you'll enter an endless void that is just a black screen with no boundaries. However, since it's Sans who we're talking about, the void is just a troll and you get interrupted by a papyrus who turns the lights on, revealing you're just on a treadmill. That's so good. Oh, that's so funny. Explore a little and you'll find a silver key that opens the door in the back of the house. Does he just have like a big ball of lettuce on his bed or what is that?
Yeah, it seems so.
That's so weird.
Well, it's not animated since, well, it's just a PNG.
Yeah.
But those like papers and books on the right are actually a tornado.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, it says like it's an autosustentable tornado made of paperwork or something.
That's awesome. Oh, good night, Mud Kirby. Thanks for coming in.
Bye, Matt Kirby.
We got spaghetti on the ground from Papyrus. It kind of looks like shrimp as well. I don't know if that's shrimp or if it's just the paper mid-animation, but...
True.
It is a cabbage.
Yeah.
My
The house
cabbages.
has a back. My cabbage. Oh, I love that gag. It's so good.
The back room of the
But
house
yeah.
seems to be a lab. Ooh.
The House of Fires.
Yeah. The back room of the house is some sort of lab. In the room... Wait. Pause. Okay.
Here we go.
In the room, we can find a machine covered on sheets, blueprints, a badge, and a photo album. The machine, no one has any clue about what it is or what it does. Since Sans has knowledge of the timelines and quantum physics, some say the machine has something to do with it, like a time machine. I feel like that would make some sense. Definitely. Oh, Talon said you cut out a second ago with the last thing you said. But
I just didn't say anything at all. Just to stop myself.
Yeah, sounds like you're working now, so we should be good. There's also photos from people we don't know, perhaps someone from Sans' past. Oh, that's interesting. Photo album, photos of Sans with a lot of people you don't recognize, and one photo of you standing with Sans and all your friends. Huh. Weird. So is he from like a different universe, maybe? I don't know.
Perhaps.
There's a theory that the back room is a reference to Earthbound, since after all, it's the game that started it. The three people that Frisk doesn't know could be Paula, Jeff, and Pooh, since Ness took many pictures of them, even highlighting that they're smiling and something that could fit with the happy context when they were taken. That would be kind of crazy. Oh yeah, this is one of the old game theory videos too, isn't it? I think I saw something about that, yeah. That they're in the same universe. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that is the same mark. Huh. The badge might be the Franklin badge item from the game. The blueprints could be a reference to Saturnian. Yeah, true. The machine could be Mr. Andonet's phase distorter. That would actually make a lot of sense. Also, the emblem on Papyrus's chest plate is the same from the Starmen. And he got it from Sans. Oh, okay. Could this mean that the universe of Earthbound exists somewhere in Undertale? I feel like that's pretty convincing, honestly.
Yeah. Now, one of the MatPat theory, I believe, was that he believed Sans was actually Ness.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
like
a skeleton.
Undeadness.
Yeah.
That's funny. Is the outfit similar at all? It's not that similar, I don't think. Honestly, Ness's outfit is more similar to Frisk than anything.
Yeah, more like about the design, like he's like short and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, as far as that goes, it could definitely. If he was wearing a baseball hat, I would definitely give more credit to that, but.
Yeah, totally.
Sans gave up trying. What? Who are the people on the photo he has? Oh yeah.
Oh, this should be on the previous slide instead of the one you read. But
this part should be okay.
Later, yeah, I forgot to order that, but yeah.
Okay. Shopkeeper from Snowden tells us that the brothers just appeared one day. Where did they come from? Sans even states he knows the feeling of missing home. Just give up. I did. Why even try? You'll never see him again. Oh yeah, so he did definitely come from somewhere else. Like that's confirmed for sure.
Yeah. So that's where the other theory comes from. That they came from the Earthbound universe.
That's really interesting. Okay, here we go. Korok.
This is the most important part.
This is where it gets crazy, I'm sure.
Not that much, but it's very important.
Yeah. Kara, the first fallen human adopted by Asgore and Toriel, the sibling of Azrael. She liked chocolate and was a little troublemaker with a weird sense of humor, implied for what Azrael said on one of the tapes, yeah. For a reason we don't know, she climbed Mount Ebit, though we know it's not a happy reason, and she also hated humanity, probably for the very same reason she escaped. Yeah, I mean, I imagine you could kind of imply that she was trying to do the unaliving, but for this very reason, she might behave the way she does, like laughing at Asgore being sick or smiling with a creepy face. She's a kid that doesn't know how to deal with the traumas of the past and probably has many emotional disorders, yeah. No, why Kara climbed the mountain. It wasn't for a very happy reason. I'll be honest with you. Kara hated humanity. Why they did, they never talked about, but they felt very strongly about that. Yeah, so he knows that too, for sure. Oh wait, there's a gun in Borderlands 3 based off of it called the Mother 2, based on Earthbound. It even has Ness's yellow and blue stripes. Its flavor text is, "Thank you for taking the time to read this flavor text. This flavor text loves you." That's great.
Oh, wow.
That's really funny.
Awesome.
For some, Kara is an evil sociopath that we can fully meet in genocide runs. However, I don't believe that, considering she is soulless, just like Flowey. So they can't feel, besides being corrupted by the amount of love. That's a good point, actually. I didn't think about that. But yeah, she doesn't have her soul. Yeah.
Yep.
At this point. Azrael says she wasn't the best person. Not that she was evil. She manipulated him to kill her and had her own interests on why to kill humanity. However, they both shared the same plan of freeing the monsters. Yeah, so she wanted to free the monsters, and like that was the way that
and get rid of humanity, basically.
Yeah, because she hated like what they had done. Okay. Not justifying her actions, but her being a demon just because doesn't make sense. Yeah, I would agree. I think that Kara is a misguided kid, someone who never was able to heal her wounds from the past. It's because of the love she gained from the genocide run that she became a demon. Yeah, I mean, that makes total sense. A lot of villains in like pretty much every story are like that, right? Like they're people, they just had a really rough past and then they make a bad choice and then kind of go down the wrong path. So. Not really human. No, you're empty inside, just like me. In fact, you're Kara, right? We're still inseparable after all these years. And yeah, so when you
like that you're empty inside.
Yeah. And that makes sense is why when you play like that, the monsters don't see you as a human because you don't have a soul. Because you're playing as Kara.
Yep.
Crazy. It all comes together. It's like poetry, like George Lucas says.
It rhymes.
Yeah. After Azrael passed away, Kara was kept on a coffin in the basement of the castle, so in order to give her a proper burial, Toriel took the body with her. The coffin in the basement with the name Kara is empty. It's highly probable that her body was cremated and her ashes were spread in the garden from the first room of the game, since that's what the monster tradition says, so her essence can live in there forever. And also Flowey corroborates this information at the genocide run. Oh yeah, true.
Flowey says like, she took you with you, perhaps?
Yeah.
To give you a proper burial or something. He says something like that. To space, I didn't put the image there, but yeah, he says that.
Yeah, I remember it saying Kara, like the name engraved on it, but that's kind of crazy too. You didn't notice before, but there's something like mummy wrappings at the bottom.
Yeah, so there was a body there.
Yeah, that came out.
You can see that the first room in the game has a square shape on the middle with flowers.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's cool.
I mean, I said cremation because according to the books in Snowdin, that's the traditional burial of the monsters, so it will make sense that they did the same for Kara.
Yeah, definitely. That would make a lot of sense. Because Kara's grave was there, we can know where she possessed Frisk, since that's where her essence spread after the proper burial. There's two coincidences that happen at this point. One is that when Frisk, the human with the greater determination, arrives in the underground, their presence allows Kara to live while she is possessing them. And two, Flowey asks if it's possible that she came back after he called for her. However, what if it's not him, the one that yelled her name? That is interesting.
Oh, I didn't notice.
Hold on to that, Zen. Why are Frisk's legs so long in that image, and why is Kara extra fat? If you have enough determination, you actually grow taller. I don't know if you knew that. And murderers always get fat. That's.
But yeah, what does it say? Oh yeah. Flowey says, and the genocide. Why did you wake up? Perhaps it's because you listened to my call.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if it was his call.
That's true.
And also, since Kara's essence was on those flowers when you arrived, your greater determination was what wake her up.
Yeah. That's crazy.
As well as the... But yeah, this part is important, so...
Okay, so what if it was us, the player, the ones that called out for Kara when we start a new run? During the Name the Fallen Human menu, after you name the human in the game asks if it's okay, the name starts to shake as if someone was yelling it, and the screen turns white as if you were waking up. True. That is a really good point. This implies... Yeah, that actually would make a lot of sense because it's like shaking and doing the whole thing, and then it just like goes silent with the flash, and then like you're in the game. Just boom. Like,
Yep.
this implies that when you start a new game, Kara possesses Frisk, no matter the decisions you will make, meaning she's not evil. It's the killing you make and the love you get, the ones that make her turn into a demon. Yeah, because it's still, I mean, it's like whenever she was with Azrael too in the beginning, like when he didn't kill the humans, you still have the choice, but it's mostly theory and nothing confirmed, but the proofs are there and it makes the most sense for me. Yeah, I would agree. Kara's there with Frisk from the beginning, just as the player, taking us to our next topic, Chapter 5. Oh, that's actually a really good point too. The player, Frisk, and the Kara Trinity. Another Christianity reference.
But yeah, this is perhaps the most important part.
Kara is present in all routes, not just genocide, and there's many moments that prove the connection between these two characters. Every time we die, we get to hear the words Asgore told Kara before dying. Yeah. When we fall into the garbage dump, we'll always get the memories of Azrael finding Kara no matter... Oh yeah, that's true, because we do get the like flash of that every time. No matter the route. On the final battle against Azrael, we get to see more flashbacks of Kara, yeah. She'll always possess Frisk at the start of a run, no matter which one you go with. Yeah, and it makes sense because you're starting right where like her essence would be at.
Yep.
Bowtie said weird YouTube problems. Are you having problems still? Because it seems like everything should be good from my end. Let us know. Flavor text again. Following this, the fact that Kara possesses Frisk when you start the run also fits with another theory really liked by the fandom that is highly probable. That's the flavor text Kara theory. This theory implies that Kara is the narrator of the game. She's the one that reads the flavor text for you, and that's the reason why they're on second person when they refer to Frisk. Yeah, I was thinking that, especially when it was the red text.
Yeah.
Definitely. This also explains why the narrator has humor and irony on some of the comments since, well, it's her. And the red text on genocide are the ones that are on first person. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think that has to be true. That would just make total sense.
Yeah, can be like, see how it has like really irony, and especially some points where it remembers I mean, like some well, especially in genocide, when you can see how when she possesses the body, she says stuff remembering her past.
Yeah.
But if you look at the mirrors, she says, "It's me, Kara," but with white text, not red. So
yeah, that's super interesting. I love the fact that one item is the abandoned quiche too. That's so funny.
Yeah. But yeah, I totally think this is true. Like, it's Kara, the one.
Yeah, I feel like it has to be. Yeah. I just noticed it also says a psychologically damaged spinach egg pie. like it was actually hurt by the fact that it was abandoned. That's so good.
Where are the knives?
Yeah, where are the knives? Oh yeah, I like that. Usually I've heard it called the Narakara theory, which is fun because it rhymes if you pronounce it the right way.
True.
That's great.
Narakara.
The Narakara. And Kara translates ribbit into English, which is a unique thing. Oh, that's interesting. Isn't that what the frog dudes are called?
Which one, sorry?
It says Kara translates ribbit into English.
Oh. Oh, because of the frogits. Yeah, they say ribbit, and then.
Oh yeah, they're called frogit. That's right. Okay, so that's
and then she puts in parentheses the translation. Yeah, perhaps since that will also make sense, because if she spent her whole life on the underground.
Oh yeah, she can speak the language.
She knows their language. Yep.
That is a good point too. Huh.
Will make sense a lot, actually.
Yeah. So many of the moments where you make Frisk do stuff, we can see how the narrator, Kara, says stuff that perhaps Frisk didn't like, do, or just comments with irony or jokes. Some of the flavor text for beating up the dummy will change depending on the amount of love that you have. The more you have, the more violent the hit against it is going to be, and the better with themselves Frisk will feel. We have actually, even though you pointed to it, you don't look happy. You said something like, "You look horrible. Why are you even alive?" What? You didn't say that? Oh, that's funny. Like talking back, it's like It's like, wait, what? Yeah, you did. You totally said that. No.
And yeah, the dummy part, it's like if you are normal, it says like you tap the dummy with your fist.
Okay.
But if you are on with over 10 love, I think, it says you hit the dummy with all your might.
Okay.
It felt good.
Oh, wow. Oh, it felt good even. Wow.
Yeah.
When Frisk and Asriel hug at the end of the pacifist run, I noticed that when Asriel says, hee hee, I don't want to let go, his face doesn't appear next to his text box. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that and my mind blowed.
Huh.
I'm not sure if it's true or not, but
that's actually a really good catch.
A lot of sense. Yeah.
And that would definitely confirm that, like, she's there. And would totally make sense because they were together, like, as siblings, basically.
Yep.
Huh. This might be to make the moment more serious, or it could also be Kara, the one saying this, since she's narrating the game is together with Frisk. That's wild. I feel like that has to be.
I blow my mind when I noticed that detail.
Did you notice that, like, on my game when I was playing? Or?
No, I noticed when I was doing this.
Okay, you were just kind of like going through everything and noticed. That's
like
crazy.
I was watching the part of Asriel. Wait, why doesn't have the text the face on the textbook?
Well, I mean, it literally does that like for every single other thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that has to be the case because that's the only text.
Only when they do the hack, it's only two text without the face of Asriel.
You just see what Schmo said in the chat.
Yeah, Professor.
The professor has outdone himself. That's
I don't know if this confirmed or not or whatever, but the details.
I mean, that makes entirely too much sense, honestly.
Yeah, for sure.
And like the slowness of it, like with the ... even between like the ha and like all that stuff, like trying to feel it. And that would
it's
also
like the narrator.
If it was Kara, that would also be Kara like having the capacity to feel again because of being a part of you. And that's why she's saying, I don't want to let go. Because if she wasn't feeling anything, she wouldn't care.
Yeah.
So like being paired with
that
you
will
gives
mean... Yeah, exactly. She's like attached to your soul, basically.
That's wild.
And that will make sense why... Like the other thing I said, that she's not evil. She's just corrupted by love.
Yeah. That's wild. That makes so much sense. Having in mind that Kara is the narrator and Frisk the character, this leads us to one conclusion. The player is also part of the story. As the game has implied many times, some characters are very aware of their existence being a video game, like Sans talking about timelines or Flowey addressing the people that are not brave enough to do genocide, so they watch it on YouTube. Exactly. Me. That was so funny.
Oh, also the noise.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because it would do that too. Yeah, I mean, that's basically confirmed, honestly.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy.
I feel like so proud of myself.
Yeah. That's a good catch. That's wild. Oh, yeah, Flowey totally calls out the player. Like, if you win, you won't want to play with me anymore. What would I do?
Yeah, the Batman.
Yeah.
You complete me.
What would I do without you? There's two dialogues that refers to the player directly, and it's when the U is capitalized. Oh, true, yeah. The game doesn't address the player directly. Flowey asks you to not reset the game. Yeah, because it wouldn't make sense to tell Frisk that. And let Frisk have their happy ending. Finishes with a Kara, but there's only two moments where it would make sense based on the context and the capitalization of the words. Kara could be talking to Frisk when she states that the determination she used were yours, not hers. However, if you refuse to destroy the world, she jump scares not Frisk, but you. Yeah, true. She gets bigger, meaning she's getting close to the screen, and if you don't have the game set on full screen, the window will shake. Oh, really? It's crazy.
I noticed that actually the other day when we watched the reaction.
That's wild.
That minimized the window.
Oh, he did.
And the thing shaked.
Yeah. That's nuts. That's really cool.
So yeah, there's only two dialogues in the whole game that refers to you directly, and that's because it on capitalized letters.
Yeah. The player has a special connection that shares with Kara and Frisk. Okay, so here's another thing that I literally just thought of right now. Is the reason that Frisk has more determination than all the other characters because of the fact that canonically within the game, the player is connects with only Frisk. You're playing as Frisk, but the other characters didn't have a player. So it could be calculating as like Frisk being 2 human souls by default.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to go before that. I said I have another reason to believe it's only Frisk.
Yeah.
Because Frisk is the only human that has the player.
And that still tracks with Flowey getting it back because he has like 6 or something ridiculous at that point. So it's like he passes it anyways. That's super interesting.
So,
one thing. Yeah, it says One in Black says one thing a lot of people don't like is that Toby Fox actually confirmed that it's the player's determination, not really Frisk's. Okay, that's super interesting.
Confirming my theory.
Yeah.
Or well, the player trinity with Kara and Frisk.
That's wild. The player has a special connection that shares with Kara and Frisk. After all, you control Frisk, take the decisions in the game you reset, and also named Kara. Kara is the narrator. You started your run after naming her, so you're watching the game through her eyes while you control Frisk. Yeah, he's just like the body, basically.
Yep.
The player, Frisk, and Kara, the 3 are linked and make the adventure exist. Every time you load your game, it's implied that anything that happened after you left is erased and starts back to the last save point. And here's another Christianity parallel a little bit, because like, yeah, well, you have like God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit is like the Trinity, but we're like made in God's image. So you have the idea of a Trinity within every person too. You have the body, the mind, and the soul. And this is literally that, because like Frisk is the body. I would argue that the player is the soul probably. And then Kara is the mind because she's like narrating and kind of reacting to things and like reading and stuff.
Yeah.
So it totally tracks with like that view of a human being kind of that. That's really interesting.
Yeah. Well, I put there, I see like we are the higher authority basically.
Yeah.
Like the controller.
Yeah. Or
Kara is the narrator. She's viewing the game and showing us. She's the link between us and the game.
Yeah.
And Frisk is the player. I mean the
body.
The body.
Yeah, literally just the body. That's so wild. That's so wild. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I knew this part will make you blown away.
Yeah.
Because it's insane.
Vincent just says amazing. That's how I feel. Yeah, it's just like, this is nuts. Increasing the execution points of Frisk goes directly into Kara as well, corrupting her until she gets more and more control. While in Pacifist, if Frisk, or is Frisk the one that is always in control while she just narrates? Okay, so here, I'm going to go on another Christianity tangent, forgive me. But also the argument within Christianity basically is that we are born as sinners, essentially. So like we have the capacity is to sin, and without like the influence of God and without like trying to do the right thing, we will always go to the sin. Like we're going to be tempted to do that thing. So that actually perfectly tracks with this as well, because you have Frisk as the body that's reacting to the 2 different influences, and whatever you're doing, whatever you're acting out will basically cause the one or the other to grow. So like if you're doing the good things, then your soul becomes stronger, your connection to God becomes stronger, and you become more like him. But if you're just kind of giving in to your flesh or your mind or like what you want to do, then that will become stronger and it'll destroy your soul and then weaken it and basically damn your soul to hell. So like that is literally very direct to what's happening here in this game, because it's like you have the influence of the mind and Kara, and then the soul as the player, and the body's acting out like whatever it is. And depending on which thing you do more of, essentially, that's the thing that gets stronger. That's so crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
literally
and
at the
literally,
end, yeah, you sell your soul to the devil. Like, this is insane. Yeah, I don't.
Freaking game is so well written.
It's such a parallel to Christianity that it's actually insane. I don't know if that's on purpose, but like, it is so close. Like,
yeah, I mean, he maybe it's not Christian even, but
yeah,
George Lucas based some stuff on Christianity and other mythologies, so it's perfectly possible that he like read the Bible anyways, or like based on the main story and concept of Christianity.
Yeah, I mean, exactly, Vincent. God made Toby. It makes sense. Yeah, the judgment scene works there as well. Yeah, you go like to the gate, basically, and then you're judged, and then like Sans is kind of like playing the role of what traditionally people view as like what the Apostle Paul will. I don't really know that in the Bible it confirms that it's Paul that'll be there at the gate, but that's kind of the popular thing that people say. But yeah, it's somebody there at the gates judging like what you did essentially, and then that decides what happens next. Yeah, dang, it's so direct. It's kind of amazing.
The point is that it's you deciding, basically.
Yeah.
Not Frisk, not Kara.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah, ultimately, yeah. That's crazy.
So, as the next paragraph says.
And that's actually true as well. Yeah, the one in black says, here's a drop in the Christianity bucket. The prophecy in game basically says the Messiah will return and then there will be a rapture up to the the upper level. Yeah, no, that's crazy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all
They're
so
making
similar.
me see things I never said.
Yeah. It's just wild how similar that is. Like, I don't know that he necessarily calls himself a Christian and like either way, but like it's just very similar to like just biblical teaching basically and like the things that happen in the real world. That's wild.
Yep. No, for sure.
Okay, back to the slides.
Yeah.
I read the first part. So by choosing to kill, we are choosing to make Kara become more and more into a demon that only harms others. We, the player, guided her. It was our determination and Frisk's soul. For this very reason, when you fight Sans, is at this point where Kara starts to kill by her own. Flowey and Asgore both have deaths that you don't even have a chance to choose. Yeah, true, because you're just locked in at that point.
Yeah, at that point, she takes over.
Yeah, yeah.
As a demon.
Yeah. And just like it happened with Azrael, it's not like she takes control over the whole body. They both are, though the owner of the body leads. That's why Azrael didn't kill the humans, even though Kara wanted it. Now the one that is actually controlling everything is the player. We decide everything they will later do on their world. Is it Kara, the one that we control, that later influences Frisk's decision? Or we control Frisk, who later influences Kara's? There's not an answer for that, just that we are the ones in control unless we make Kara too powerful so she gets the full control over everything. Together, we eradicated the enemy and became strong. And yeah, there's teaching in the Bible on that too, like, because we ultimately have control over whether we sin or do the right thing, but then if you sin enough, then you're basically turning yourself over to your sin and you become consumed by it. So that's exactly what happens here.
Yeah, you lose control, basically.
Yeah.
You're too corrupted.
Exactly. If you keep doing genocide runs, even Kara will be puzzled by your actions. Perhaps because she lacks of a soul to feel emotion, and that's why she just can't understand your actions. She'll try to guide you to play other routes instead of genocide. That's so funny.
Eric, yeah, I thought that was only fair to do this with Comic Sans.
Yeah. I'm late. Maybe this is already said, but I appreciate the Comic Sans. Yeah, it is great. It's not known if this is for her own personal interests or she's just freaked out of you bringing everyone back to life just to kill them again. Yeah, she's like, I thought I was bad, but like, oh my gosh. What is sure is that it's not her power, the one that destroys and creates worlds again. It's yours, just like Flowey asked for you to not reset. Yeah. In the end, but no matter which of these two characters did what, in the end, we make them do what they did, and we have the true power to reset everything. We play with them. It's you, still just you. Despite everything, it's still you. It's me, Kara. That's so interesting. Oh, yeah, and you have still just you, Frisk. Like, you're not going to say that to yourself. So,
yeah,
it's definitely Kara.
It's definitely Kara saying that.
Yeah, that's so cool. All right. Easter eggs and secrets, chapter 6.
Okay, here we go with the lore behind lore. Well,
Slide
one
95.
more chapter, actually.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Oh, you need to read it properly.
Oh, slide
Chapter
95
6.
too. Oh, I got that part. I did that. We should be good there.
Oh, okay. Well, I can't tell us.
Yeah, you can't even hear it. You can just hear me saying normal things.
The core.
This better be done on purpose to segue into Gaster. Yeah, this is a secret thing I think I don't know anything about. I've seen you guys say that name before, but...
Don't worry about that because I have everything covered.
Yeah, cool.
I want it to be a complete surprise for this man to blow his mind.
And it is. Don't worry. I've seen that name, like, because you guys have said it a couple times throughout the playthrough and in this stream as well, but I don't know anything about it. I've seen the name, and that's as far as it goes. So... All right, name secrets. Depending on the name you give the fallen humans, some Easter eggs might appear in the select name screen. Oh, like if you name after in-game characters.
If you name after them, yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious. Flowey, I already chose that name. Toriel, I think you should think of your own name, my child. Oh, they actually respond as themselves too. Of course,
Papyrus is so good.
Yeah, he's like, I'll allow it. It's fine.
No, but you don't even need to finish Papyrus. You could do Papiru.
Papiru. Oh, because it's like, it's close, but it's not the same thing. So it's fine. That's great. Sans, nope.
Nope.
Get your own name. Of course, Undyne would say that. Are you promoting my brand? That's so funny. Don't do that. Azrael, just ... Asgore, you cannot. This is the difficulty one, right?
Yeah.
Warning, this name will make your life hell. Proceed anyway. The true name.
The true name. That confirms that it's actually the...
That's funny.
The canon name of Kara.
If you name the human Frisk at the start, you'll begin your next run in hard mode. Enemies will be stronger. However, since Toby Fox is a troll, the hard mode is just a demo in the ruins. Oh, really? It's not even a full playthrough?
Yeah. You can put the link to see basically like some general stuff. But that's the ending screen. Hard mode coming, maybe.
Maybe. Don't count on it. That's really funny. Let's see what shows up here.
Well, it's the ending, so you can watch it.
It just goes
But yeah,
through.
there is a track in the game called Stronger Monsters.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that plays during this, and all the monsters in here are stronger and stuff.
Okay. I hate watching this part. It's brutal.
Well, don't worry. This will be very anticlimactic.
Ha. Wait, that text was different, wasn't it? I should have been reading that. Hold on. Now I see who I was protecting by keeping you here. But, or not you, but them. Ha.
Welcome back, Matku.
And that's the end of hard mode. Eh? You're ending it now? On such a dramatic moment? That's the difficult part. Not the bullets, but accepting that it's all over. But there will be more. Maybe. Knowing the answer is hard. The face on Toriel. Oh my gosh. And she's just back alive now. Hey, aren't you supposed to be dying or something? Well, what's the point of that now? What will you do instead? Perhaps I will bake another pie. The last one ended up a little burnt. I thought it was good, theoretically. It's not like I ate it all while you were fighting. Oh, that's so funny. She's just mad, just scoots away.
This confirms so that good. Undertale is just a movie and they are acting.
Yeah, exactly. I can help. Snoring on the floor is not help. I'm not snoring. I'm cheering you on in my sleep. Oh, you're still here? Don't you have anything better to do? Just walks away. Oh, that's so good. Oh my gosh. Heavy metal. Maybe. Don't count on it. It just keeps getting higher pitched. That's hilarious. And then it just sits on that. Oh wait, we got Flowey comes in too. Hey, what's the holdup? Shouldn't she be dead by now? I've been waiting in that room for hard mode. Gee, you better take a picture. People are going to think you're really cool. Not. Talk about a try hard. Pathetic. That's so good.
That is such a troll, man.
Yeah. So you going to keep going or it's over? Haha, I knew that. Why does everyone have to be so condescending? What's your excuse sitting around here? I already said that. He just sits there and smiles and then goes away. Oh, that's awesome. And then it just resets. Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it's such a troll.
This
But I
part's,
love
yeah,
that.
that part's the same. That's super funny. Oh my gosh. That's great. I'm gonna back up the song a little bit.
This will make you laugh.
Normally, we would listen to Flowey and grab the friendliness pellets. However, you can choose to not get hit by the bullets and dodge them. Oh, that's funny. If you do this, the dialogue will change, and Flowey will try 2 more times to make you hit the bullets, getting every time more mad. The music will slow down, as well as at some point, Flowey will yell, "Go into the bullets." And when you realize his mistake, he changes the dialogue really quick back to friendliness pellets. Obviously, no matter what you do, both will end up. That's so funny.
Are you brain dead?
This is a joke? Are you brain dead? Die. That's so good.
Yeah.
When entering the first fight of the game against the dummy, you can either kill it or talk to it as Toriel wants you to. However, if you constantly either spare it or select the fight option without attacking, just missing, the dummy will eventually get tired and leave. Oh, that's so good. Dummy tires of your aimless shenanigans. The wording is perfect. I love
He
that.
goes like up. It's so funny.
He just scoots up.
Not even to
probably.
the side. It's like
Like, "Meow." That's so funny. If you ignore the marked switches Toriel labeled, she will try to stop you activating the wrong one. Now, if you move the first switch and you're fast enough to reach the second before she stops walking, a dialogue will appear stating how fast you were moving to the wrong switch. And of course, once Toriel keeps moving, you can activate the wrong switch, but nothing happens. No, no, no. Wow, you're super fast at being wrong. That's so good. You're super fast at being wrong. Oh my gosh. I feel like that would also make a good shirt. You're super fast at being wrong.
true.
Toriel asks you to
actually,
stay.
that's totally Kara that said that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is because there's no
Yep.
no image.
There's
Yep.
nothing. It's the narrator.
It's just like, wow, you're really good at being horrible at this. Yeah, that's definitely a confirmation of that too. It just has the asterisk and no image. Yeah. I guess they all have the asterisk, but yeah, no image. Toriel asks you to stay on the long hall room while she leaves to do stuff, and if you do stay, you receive calls from her every 5 minutes saying she'll take longer and longer, encouraging the player to leave the room. You have to wait 5 more minutes. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Because she just wants you to stay there anyway, so it's like, just keep waiting. Toriel gives you a phone at the start of the game, and you can actually call her during the ruins section to various interactions. However, if you call her post leaving the ruins, she won't answer. Quick yawn. Yeah, I think I did try to call her after the ruins, but I never did it while we were still in there.
Yeah, I think you can ask, like, or say hi, and she says like, well, hi.
Yeah.
Then you can call her mom, and she will like get flustered and something.
Oh, that's good.
Like if you're happy to call me mom, then well, you do, and then you can flirt with her.
Oh,
And
that's
she will
weird.
say like, "Oh, surely you can get someone better than an old lady." Like,
That's funny. After you get Papyrus' number, you can call him on every room for unique dialogue that will also change when you do the Undyne quest, since she's now with Papyrus and will also talk to you. Yeah, we did one of those, I think.
yeah, each room has one dialogue.
That's crazy.
And unique. Yeah, it's insane.
Conveyor belts everywhere? Are you serious? Imagine riding one to get to work or school. Ridiculous. Now ice and spikes, there's convenience. Glad I don't live in Hotlands. Oh my gosh. You have your own hotel room Hey, let's throw a room party. We can order pizza and stay up all night playing games. Party games like the six-legged race? Not like pillow fight the skeleton. Hey, no pillows from the couch. Okay. That's funny. That's the one. Oh yeah, that's the room where like the music only plays when you're moving under the blanket, right?
Yeah.
Is that what that is? Yeah, that was really funny. As we know, Alphys was watching our adventure all along, and we can find the hidden cameras all over the underground. Oh, nice. I think I only found the first one.
Yeah, no,
Like,
there
as
are
soon as you leave.
multiple.
That's funny, though. Flowey spying on you. Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
There's many instances in the game where if you go back, you'll find Flowey watching you. Once you spot him, he'll quickly go into the ground. That's crazy. I don't think we ever did that.
Yeah. Do you remember in the first stream I told you, oh, go back real quick?
Oh, yeah,
on
yeah.
the bridge room? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why.
That's cool.
But since you left the room before,
Yeah.
you could see him.
That's
He
crazy.
didn't spawn.
Metaton's true identity. The truth is that Metaton is not Alphys' successful attempt to make an artificial soul. Metaton is actually a ghost and Napstablook's cousin. Wait, really?
Yeah.
He possessed the body Alphys created for him. If you purchase the mystery key from Caddy and Browdy, you can open the house next to Napstablook's and you'll find diaries that reveal the past of Metaton. That's so funny.
Yep. He's a freaking ghost possessing a robot.
Napstablook's cousin. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh. Schmo says, gonna scoot off to bed, but have a great night. Gonna catch the rest of the VOD tomorrow for G-Man lore. Sounds good.
Yeah, for sure.
Get some rest, Schmo. We'll see you later. A theory says that the ghosts and skeletons are the fallen humans. That could be interesting.
True. And well, Alphys did that because she needed like something to become a royal scientist.
Okay, yeah.
So she made the excuse that she invented a artificial soul, so she could work on the project of creating something that could destroy the burger.
That's crazy. There's also extra info involving the ghosts in the console version. Oh, cool.
Yeah, the secret boss fight on the Switch.
Also, the face that appears sometimes during the Photoshop Flowey fight is actually Toby Fox. Of course it is. Just super oversimplified. That's great. Yeah, those are very cursed. They're actually, like, some of them are very creepy. It's just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. It reminds me of the Joker.
Yeah.
Like, do you remember that part where he holds the camera and...
Yeah, when he's doing that little video that he sends to the police, yeah.
Yeah, it's very like him.
Yeah. Like this, there are so many Easter eggs, possible dialogue and stuff that it would take hours to name them all, yeah. For sure.
Yeah, there are so many. I was, like, covering some of them, the most important, I think. Like, for example, I don't know, Undyne, the reason why Undyne could go back to life after you almost kill her is because she's like the only monster that can have determination, at least for some little of time.
Oh, okay. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I was wondering that actually, how she did that, but that makes sense.
And actually, in the neutral run, if you attack her and kill her, she won't die immediately. She will like keep fighting and like melting.
Oh wow, that's
until
crazy.
She dies. Yeah.
And melting, you said?
Yeah, melting.
And that's the same as the like amalgamations.
The amalgamates.
Yeah.
Because the determination is not for monsters. They cannot.
They just can't handle it.
Yeah, it's too much, and they don't have physical matter to handle it. So.
Okay.
That's why Flowey is the only one that could, because he has a physical body, the flower.
Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, and it's from the surface too, so.
Yep.
Chapter 7. Fun.
Here
Time
we go.
for fun. Which slide are we on now? I'm curious. 109. Super close. All right. In the game, it exists a very small chance for some events to trigger in a run without the player's direct intervention. We got one, right? The phone call. Nice.
Yeah.
They're called fun events. They happen during, or depending on the fun value, a random number generated at the start of your run from 1 to 100 that can change depending on some actions you make. Some of the events have more probability to happen than others, depending on which interval of 1 to 100 this event has. In other words, if a fun event is assigned to, let's say, the numbers between 1 to 20, It means it has a 20% chance of probability to happen, while others have just a 1 in 100. That's crazy. Okay. And while every event has numbers from 1 to 100 assigned to them, they also have a probability on themselves to trigger if their respective number is the current fun value.
Yeah, like the fridge call.
Okay.
So those are the fun values. The ground number, that's the one you got. It has from 2 to 39 probability.
Okay.
So if the value is between 2 and 39,
then
it has a 100 probability to happen.
Okay. So there's like a low
and the
chance.
Sun's call about the fridge has between 40 and 45.
Okay. So that one is
Like that.
more rare then because it's only a range of 5 numbers.
Yeah.
But if you hit that, it happens.
probable.
Yeah. Okay.
So keep going. I don't want you to see the others. But
Don't read too much.
It's basically for you to get the idea of the
Okay.
probabilities, how they work.
There's a video to every fun event in the game, and after that, we'll comment on each one of them and the lore most of them are implying. Oh boy.
Yeah, here we go.
Here we go.
This is the lore behind the lore that I was talking about so much.
All right.
The creepypasta material, basically.
Yeah. Okay, this is the one I had.
Yeah.
Can I speak to G? Wait a second. Is this the wrong number? Oh, it's the wrong number. The wrong number song. That's so funny. That is pretty wild that I got that on a first run.
Yeah, but it's highly probable. So
Yeah, it's got a big
I think
number
I did
range.
also. Yeah, it depends on that.
Yeah. Okay, so the fridge call.
This is the fridge call.
Hey, is your refrigerator running? You have to actually answer too. Nice. I'll be over to deposit the brewskis. All right. I'll send someone over to fix it. Thanks for letting me know. Good communication is important. That's so funny.
Man, imagine if that you received that. Freaking
That's even
cold.
better because we literally don't have a house or a fridge.
Yeah.
I'd like to order a pizza with the toppings are I have them copied. I'll just paste them to you. Oh no, we can't receive texts. What? An anime cat girl? What the heck? That's so funny.
Freaking Elvis.
Nightmare Junior Jumble. Oh, this is
The thing in the right.
yeah. Okay. Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Oh. Alphys might work faster, but the old royal scientist, Dr. Gaster, one day he vanished without a trace. They say he shattered across time and space. Haha, how can I say so without fear? I'm holding a piece of him right here. What the heck?
And the sound is so creepy.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. That's creepy. It makes sense why Asgore took so long to hire a new royal scientist. After all, the old one, Dr. Gaster, what an act to follow. They say he created the core. However, his life was cut short. One day he fell into his creation, and will Alphys end up the same way? Will Alphys end up the same way? Oh, he didn't finish it. He kind of looks like Dino Kid. Oh, jeez. I understand why Asgore waited so long to hire a new royal scientist. The previous one, Dr. Gaster, his brilliance was irreplaceable. However, his life was cut short. One day, his experiments went wrong, and... well, I needn't gossip. No, please do. It's okay. After all, it's rude to talk about someone who's... wait, who's listening? Is that what that said?
Yeah.
I needn't gossip. After all, it's rude to talk about someone who's listening. What the heck?
I have chills right now.
I thought it was going to say who's dead or something, but nope.
It's so creepy.
Welcome to the sound test. Oh, this is just like you can play songs that are in the game?
No. There are songs that are not in the game.
Oh.
Look how
Happy
annoying
Town.
they are.
Oh. Buh.
It's so annoying. It's like 2 seconds loop.
Yeah. That would just be torture to have on all the time.
Yeah.
Nice, the one in black. Trouble Dingle. It's the Dingleberry song. Oh. Once you select Gaster's theme, you can no longer select the other songs. Left and right will allow you to scroll through the song list normally. Whoa.
And this song is so creepy.
It is. It almost has like an awkward loop too. I feel like that's intentional.
Yeah.
It doesn't really restart super cleanly. 10% encounter chance of Mystery Man. Oh, just every time you reload the room, there's a 10%? Whoa.
No, like pause it real quick.
Holy crap. That's creepy.
Yeah. So
Fake.
This,
Value 66 and then 10%. Yeah. Okay.
It only happens on a 66 value. But if that 66 value happens, only a 10% of probability of that door appearing.
Okay. It's a very suspicious
so it's pretty
number.
Yeah.
Oh, you can just walk right through him. That's weird. Spooky man indeed. He almost looks like he could be... Oh, wow. He almost looks so like creepy. He could be related to like Papyrus and Sans a little bit, but kind of not. Clam girl. Visiting waterfall from the city. Synchronicity. My neighbor's daughter looks about your age. Her name is Susie. I feel like you two should be friends. You have a neighbor's blessing. Not knowing where I live is no issue. Fate finds a way. In life's grand scheme, she might be why you came here in the first place. Okay.
So I think that girl was added close to... like in a patch later.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Never met my neighbor's daughter. Don't despair. This world has infinite opportunities. So do we know who Susie is? There's a limit to the things you can do today, accepting this is healthy. Take my neighbor's blessing and consider this blessing for anything you like. Weird. Wanted to tell you about my neighbor's daughter, but you walked right by me before I could tell you. That's funny. Fate has decided that I should not tell you. Oh, rip. Wow, this is so specific. If you spoke to Clam Girl, the dialogue for Sans drawer will change. Huh.
Yeah.
There's a photo album inside the drawer. There are photos of, cards sticking out from the back flap of the binder. It's a poorly drawn picture of 3 smiling people written on it. Don't forget. Huh.
Don't forget the don't forget.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically, it's Monster Kid dead.
Yeah. Goner Kid must have defeated the neutral route final boss. 91 to 100.
Yeah, the thing is that Clam Girl was a patch that was released close before Deltarune was released.
Oh, so it must be related
to
that.
So it was a teaser.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's kind of cool.
Probably a teaser for the game.
Have you ever thought about a world where everything is exactly the same, except you don't exist? Basically, you just come over here and he's like, have you ever had a dream where you, when you... Everything functions perfectly without you. The thought terrifies me. That's dark.
Yep.
That's crazy. Redeem Dream, I'm on it. Actually, I think Redeem Dream is still turned off because we randomly got copyrighted on it from some remixer. It was dumb.
What?
Makes no sense. Somebody made a remix of that soundbite and then they were claiming me doing that. It's insane.
Please forget about me.
That's so crazy. Oh, and then he's just gone.
It's so creepy.
Secret rooms time. These rooms are accessible through minor file editing. Whoa.
Stop it.
I didn't include rooms exclusive to hex editing. So these are just like unused rooms, basically, is what they are.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Here
Or
they
well,
are.
more like hidden in the game
Yeah.
for data miners to find them.
That said pre-bird. Is that right? Excuse me. Yes, you. With the striped shirt. Can you do something about your friend? Yes, your friend. The one behind you. With the creepy smile. Ooh.
Good that be Chara?
Yeah, it must be. Did it say where'd your friend go? Is that what it just said?
Because the creepy smile was what Kara
Yeah.
did to Asriel.
Where'd your friend go? Oh yeah, that has to be a reference to that.
Unless it's someone else.
Whenever the girl moves her net, this bug scurries straight into it. What? What does that mean? I'm catching bugs, but the underground doesn't have many. I keep catching the same one. I'm catching bugs with the... Wait. This part is Kara probably, right? Just like noticing what's happening with the girl. So Kara's like, man, whenever that girl moves her
I have
net...
noticed that when it's parentheses, it's the narrator.
Yeah.
I think.
And then this is the character, but there's no face because you can't see them. Probably.
Yeah.
That would be
They're hidden in the bushes.
Yeah, and then the parentheses is what differentiates. Yeah, that would make sense. Huh. Achoo! Tried to catch a bug, but I just caught a cold. Dang it. I hate when that happens. That's funny.
This game, man.
The left exit crashes the game. The right exit gives a black screen. Wow. Yeah, that's definitely intentional. What the heck?
Yeah.
The darkness keeps growing. Oh, it's translating it already. The shadow's cutting deeper. Photon readings negative? What? This next experiment. This said Gaster room, right?
Yeah.
Seems very, very interesting. What do you two think? You two. Then the game closes. Is that like when...
I will explain more stuff like after because I have the slides explaining everything.
My guess is that was Gaster presenting something to the king and queen, but maybe I'm wrong.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. I don't know.
Just the dog dance.
Freaking Toby Fox.
That's so funny.
I think it's just that.
Dog.
Dog.
What's up, dog? It smells like
Dog.
up dog in here.
It's a dog.
Doge. Have you ever watched The Office?
Oh, but I know some memes.
That's one of the jokes in that show. It obviously doesn't come from that show originally, I'm sure, but one of the characters comes up with a joke, and then they just say, they go around and they're like, oh, it smells like up dog in here. And then the other person's supposed to be like, what's up dog? And then they're like, oh, not much. What's up with you?
Freaking The Office, man.
And then
Such a
Michael,
meme.
the boss, keeps trying to make the joke after he hears it because he thinks it's funny. So he keeps telling it to people, but then he screws it up like every single time. Or they just say the wrong thing because they're supposed to say like, what's up dog? You know, so he'll go up to somebody and be like, ah, it smells like up dog in here. And they're just like, what's that? Totally ruined the joke. That's really funny. Oh boy. Here we go.
Those are the creepy,
Yeah, those are crazy. What's up,
creepy
fam?
Easter eggs.
All right. Chapter 8. Dr. W.D. Gaster. All we know about Dr. W.D. Gaster is that he was the royal scientist before Alphys, creator, of the core. And that he fell
Or,
into his
say
creation.
this properly.
Oh, wait, yeah, I messed up. Hold on. The creator of the core. And that he fell into his creation. Probably the core as well. And that making everyone forget who he was. We only know about him.
They say erased from reality, time, space, or something like
Yeah.
that. So
We only know about him thanks to his followers who appear to exist only on the files of the game and appear under some circumstances. One of them tells us that Gaster is listening, meaning he's part of the world and exists, just not in the same plane of everyone. The other one tells us that they're holding a part of Gaster in their hand. Yeah, which is, it looks like a face, kind of, but
yeah.
I don't know. The man that speaks in hands. Oh, I remember people saying that in the chat. I was like, I have no idea what that means. Beware of the man who speaks in hands. Beware of the man who came from another world. Who is this man? Well, based on the information we have, the man who speaks in hands is no other than Dr. W.D. Gaster. Interesting. So he's not from here either. Most of the fun events are related to Gaster, and one of them is the missing entry 17 from the True Lab. The interesting part is that it's written on the Wingding font and not in the standard Undertale font. That's crazy. And here's what the entry says. Who are these two? Yeah, so that was that part that was going up. Entry 17, darker, yet darker. Darkness keeps growing,
perhaps
shadows
it's the
getting
king and
deeper.
queen.
That's what I would think.
Yeah, or perhaps it's people from the other world.
That could be too, yeah.
Some theorize that this is like after he fell on his creation, they said.
Yeah.
Dark, yet darker. No one knows.
That's really interesting. Oh yeah, it is just like straight up the Wingding font, I guess, isn't it?
Yep.
His full name is Wingding Gaster.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's why WD.
Yeah.
And that's why people knows this is him, because it's relationship.
That kind of also lends with my theory that he kind of looks like Sans and Papyrus because he's talking in his own font.
Mm-hmm.
And coming from another world just like they did.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and now I understand. Okay, the speaking in hands. That's just the... Okay, that's the Wingding
Because it's
stuff.
mainly composed.
It's mainly hand signals. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
That's the guy who speaks in hands.
Huh.
And I had once the theory that perhaps the man that speaks in hands and came from another world, perhaps is the player. And why do I mean by that? Because we speak to the game with our hands, because we are playing with a controller or a keyboard.
No, that's funny. Yeah.
And we are from another world, and the dude is telling Frisk to beware of that man, because we can make them do the genocide route.
I can make them do bad things, yeah. That's funny.
So that's a theory I have, but I am more to the Gaster thing.
Yeah. So I jumped ahead a little bit on this one, but now we have another piece of information. Gaster texts are on the Wingding font, which fits with his name. However, this also leads to another conclusion. Sans and Papyrus are the only characters that talk with their own font in the whole game, and they're named after the fonts. Yeah, exactly. What does Sans and Papyrus have in common besides being brothers? Well, they are skeletons. Does this imply that Gaster is a skeleton too? Would make sense if we keep the font's logic. Also, the weapons Sans use... Also, the Megalovania song just started. As I said, Sans. That was kind of cool. Also... yeah, exactly. The weapons Sans uses on his battle are called Gaster blasters. Oh, that is really interesting.
Yeah.
That definitely confirms some connection there.
Yeah, it says a lot.
Yeah. Okay. Get dunked on. Yeah, exactly. Can I speak to G? Yeah, G is definitely Gaster. It has to be. Highly probable since they don't want you to know who they wanted to talk to. Yeah. If Gaster is indeed a skeleton, people have theorized that the sprite Mystery Man is him, since it looks like a skeleton and is also similar to the part one of his followers is holding. Yeah, for sure. It could be it, since this room is the hardest Easter egg to get in the whole game. In order to get it, you need to have a fun value of 66, one number out of 100. And to get the hole to spawn, then a 10%. Yeah, that's super rare.
I think it's like 0.001 probability to get.
Yeah, that's crazy. Imagine if I would have gotten that like while we were
Yeah, I will have my mind blown away.
Among the game files, one of the hidden rooms is room 272. That contains an unknown NPC fans called Redacted. It's missing no, basically.
Yeah.
This character is a blank sprite made up of just a white outline that appears when the player walks towards it. If you interact with it, its dialogue will be in the Wingding font that translates to read simply Redacted. Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Some believe this sprite is Gaster since it talks in Wingdings. However, we can't tell for sure. Once the player leaves room 272, they'll be taken to a sound test room. Sound test room is a music select menu where you can choose among 4 tracks that are not part of the game, just like a 2-second loop. However, one of the tracks is Gaster's theme, called in the game's files as Must Stop Him. Is that what that's supposed to be?
Perhaps. I don't know, to be honest.
A very eerie melody that once you start playing it, you cannot change the song anymore. The game will take you out of the room with a message, "Be seeing you soon," some kind of teaser. That's really interesting. Gaster seems to be a random Easter egg, however, his character is the one that lacks the most of answers, and it's the most interesting lore. Yeah, that is very interesting. Imagine if it just comes up in, like, Deltarune. I don't know if that's possible, but...
Who knows?
Of course, the most important piece of information in the whole game. Toby Fox is the dog god, exactly. He's that reminds me of like one of my other favorite parts of the game, when you find the legendary artifact, which is like literally nothing, and then it says you would pick it up but you're carrying too much dog. And then it's just like, wait, what? And then you open your inventory and it just says annoying dog. That's so
and
funny.
He absorbs the artifact and
just
like flies away,
runs away with it, and then I think that's when your inventory gets filled with the dog residue, right?
Yeah.
That's so funny. And that's it. Thanks for watching. The end.
Yay.
Slide 124. We made it. That's the lore.
We did it.
Woohoo. Well, thank you for putting that together. I think the most
important part was the freaking Kara, Frisk, and player trinity.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Oh my god. I was like so much put so much effort in explaining that, because it's like my personal favorite part of the game. Yeah,
that's honestly pretty mind-blowing. And then just like we were going over like all the different connections to kind of it sounds stupid to say this, like, but like Bible lore, essentially, to use like that kind of term. But yeah, no, that's insane, actually. And yeah, the idea that like your soul and then like Kara's influence is kind of like growing depending on what you're doing. That's really cool. Cut the music. Cut the music. There's spoiler music. Oh no. Alright, we'll just go back to this. Hang on. Where is...
To be honest, I don't even recognize it. So I don't know.
We'll go back to this one.
Yeah, it might be
Deltarune. Oh, maybe it was Deltarune music. I wasn't hardly listening to it anyway, so we should be fine. Now for another 100 slides about the most important Undertale AUs. I don't know what that means. But
yeah. Alternative universes. There are so many. It's like 2 billion amount of them.
That's funny.
Because this game had like a fever back in 2014.
Yeah. No, it was like crazy popular
big.
For sure.
Yeah, no, it was like people created so many timelines and AUs, and like most of the fan games were like literally stupid sans bosses that couldn't be beaten.
That's funny. That was like around the time that was like peak Pokemon playing for me. So I was like really heavy into Pokemon and playing like competitive Pokemon and all kinds of stuff like that, so I wasn't paying much attention to anything else. So I just kind of missed this game, like completely. But I'm kind of glad that I did in some ways, because then I could experience it now. So
yeah, no, it's an amazing game, and I'm glad I could explain everything I know to you.
Yeah, no, that was awesome.
The most well-known theories, and well,
yeah, that was a really fun stream, just going through all of that. And yeah, like Vincent said as well, kudos to Larry. Thank you so much for putting that together. That was awesome.
Oh yeah, watch that video for sure.
Very informative.
What internet did to Undertale.
Okay, yeah.
I will link it to you later.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. But I hope you guys have enjoyed our run through Undertale. This does actually mark the end of it, which is crazy.
Yep.
This is it for the Undertale stuff. I can actually say that I've seen everything Undertale now. It's wild.
You saw Gaster, so...
I know, yeah. It's such a crazy fun game, though. Like I said, I'm super obsessed with the OST. It kind of makes me want to try like doing some music like digitally, just because he did do that himself. Like, I just want to see if I can do it. I've always wanted to make a game and like write stories and stuff like that, but I've taken stabs at it in the past, but not been consistent and kind of given up on it and whatever. But this game like really makes me want to like try doing that stuff more, so that's really cool. I love it. But yeah, thank you guys for joining. We got a lot of new people that were hanging out for Undertale, so I'm glad you guys are here. I hope you can stick around. We do a lot of Metroid, Zelda, some Pokemon, some Mario, stuff like that, and other just kind of little RPGs and games like that, Metroidvanias. It's gonna be a fun time. We're gonna be starting not on Thursday. I'm gonna take a break from Thursday, but then we'll start up next week fresh. We should be starting the Metroid Dread randomizer, which is going to be insane. So I hope you guys join for that. It is going to be nuts.
Editing the Undertale videos.
Yeah, the Undertale runs will come out as single episodes that are edited through the runs, and they should be really fun. That'll be cool.
Yeah.
Larry's working on those right now. I've seen tiny bits so far, but it's really cool. Bread randomizer? What is a bread randomizer?
Dread.
Oh.
It's Metroid Bread.
I was thinking of that old game that came out a while ago, like I Am Bread. Do you remember that one? Like where you move as like a piece of bread. I was like, I don't know how you randomize that. Like you just play as French toast instead of regular bread. I'm not sure how that works. But yeah, Metroid Dread, not bread, randomizer coming up. Gonna be crazy for those of you that know anything about that game. All of well, okay, let me start here. So to start with, it's going to be harder than a normal run. The X parasites are going to be out immediately, which is insane. So that's going to be nuts. All the enemies are going to be very, very strong from the get-go. All of the items and power-ups are going to be totally randomized. So we could quite literally get Screw Attack immediately, potentially, depending on what happens, which would be super broken. But the other crazy stuff is that the doors, all of the locks on the doors are random. So the path is going to be like really nonsensical, basically. Like I have no idea which way we're going to have to go. We're going to have to figure it out. You guys can try to help me figure it out. It's basically just going to be like one giant puzzle box trying to figure out with the power-ups that we have how to advance through and get to another boss to try to unlock things. Yeah, it's going to be insane.
Yeah, it will be insane. Like getting a power-up in Gavar and then have to go back to Ataris or something.
Exactly.
Ataris.
Yeah, and the randomizer implements logic system, so it shouldn't soft lock us. If it does, we'll learn. We'll figure it out on the way, but we're going to give it a try, and it should be a ton of fun. But it's really late, guys. We need to get out of here.
Yeah. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking my PowerPoint presentation.
Exactly. Thank you for attending class.
Yeah. Class dismissed.
Your homework is to come to the Metroid Dread stream next week.
Yeah.
We'll see you all then. Have a good night, guys.
Bye.